Hello chat, we are live. I don't know what you guys are talking about in chat, by the way. I don't know why the fuck anyone was like, what's wrong with Indy? Like, are you guys okay?
I'm actually really curious because it came out of nowhere and like, did you see something somewhere? Like, what's up?
Yeah, it's confusing. Anyway, how does the audio and everything sound to you guys?
Yeah, I'm sick. I'm sure you all know that though. But Indy says I sound fine. So I think it's in my head that I don't. But if
I was more asking because of the headphone switch, so no, it's a different source.
Yeah, no, there's that.
So
that's what
my
I was about to say.
Fucked up.
I also
Thank you, dickhead.
I also just have my headset instead of the like external mic I normally use, but I'm sure it's fine. Oh, yeah. It looks so cute. You see
cool.
It? Oh my god.
Cool. Yes.
So cute, yeah, I'm sick. Like, had a fever yesterday in the past, I don't know how many days. So I really just didn't feel like putting on makeup and putting a camera on. So
yes. So we have a photo.
Yeah, we have a photo. It's a cute photo.
Yeah.
Back when I was healthy.
But we're gonna do... Okay, so I know I titled it Just Know HOA, but apparently that subreddit's kind of dead. So we're doing Fuck HOA, which we were like shitting on their name because
why would you?
Why is it that? Fuck HOA? It should be Fuck No HOA or Fuck Off HOA, not just Fuck HOA. Because that sounds like you want to fuck them.
Right. So feel free to make fun of them with us because what the heck? But it's definitely the most active like HOA subreddit, I would say.
So we're doing that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Ignore my dirty bong.
Hopefully the list is good. I would list the top, top posts.
Yeah.
Shockingly, there were no, they're controversial posts, but I mean, it had like 100 upvotes maybe when they have thousands and thousands of members. So shockingly, there's no like controversial posts. Yeah. So
I actually found that on the Just Know mother-in-laws too. There was not that many like top controversial ones.
So
it's
just absolutely definitive. Nope, mother-in-laws and HOA, they just suck. There's nothing controversial about it.
Yup.
So funny. HOA is homeowners association. So like those little communities you see where basically you have like the laws.
My finger is too sticky to use my lighter.
Oh god.
Because the weed, it was fresh and sticky. So
that's good though. At least it'll work very well, I imagine. So yeah, it's just homeowners association. So like a little community that has rules they just throw in on top of all the other, rules.
Yeah.
And they get crazy and ridiculous and power hungry. So there's
they are a nightmare. I think we said last time though, sometimes they can be good. Sometimes they can be like there's things they can do that like helps the neighborhood, but at the same time it's like a lot of times people just use it and go hungry with power.
And it's not good. I would never
this chat does make up conspiracies about me that come out of nowhere. It's really fucking weird, to be completely honest. I don't know why that you guys just when you don't know something, you just jump to a conclusion and run with it based on nothing. Hold on.
I really want to know what they thought was happening with you today. Like, what was the theory today,
I genuinely have no idea. I got tea, by the way. But, like, I have no idea what they thought was wrong. Like, super confused.
Also, I don't smoke weed. I was going to type this, but I don't smoke weed anymore. I did, like, briefly, and I don't know what changed. I got old or something. I don't know, but it just doesn't agree with me. It's not like I green out, or it literally does not do anything good for me. I've tried.
Does it make you, like, sick, or?
It makes me, if anything, disassociate, or does nothing. It, like,
weird.
The last time I had a positive weed experience, was probably with you. Like, whenever the heck that was. And I mean, I've tried, like, having less, having more, different forms. Like, it is just definitely consistently bad.
To be fair, last time we smoked together, we got crossfaded.
Did we?
Yeah. I remember we had some mics hard.
No. I smoked a little bit when I visited you.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Did we? Okay, I don't know.
And like before, the last time I remember was when we smoked with the mics hard.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And I got super fucked up from that because I don't drink.
Right. I couldn't tell you why, but it's okay. I guess I save a lot of money. There's that.
You do. I spend
I
spend like $100 every week.
Oh yeah, exactly. Which is fine, and it works so well for Indy. Like
it does.
It works great for her. So I don't know what changed, but
have I been reading your chat messages about your? No, I have not. I have not been reading. No. What's happening with your friend?
Yeah, tell us.
The only thing I saw was someone asked who was getting married, and someone said your friend was getting married. That's literally all.
Yeah, but it seemed like a good thing, not like, hey, I need advice.
Yes. Did we smoke for the photo shoot? That was not the last. Wait, was that the last time you? Yes, that was the last time you visited. Wait, did we smoke for that?
We did. Yeah, I definitely smoked a little.
Okay.
How do I describe it? I don't know. It doesn't affect me the way weed used to affect me. You know, I don't know how to explain it.
I wonder if it's like the medication you're on, maybe.
I'm off medication now.
Oh, maybe it's because you're not on medication.
Well, that's the thing. Actually, I don't think I've ever smoked it on medication. However, I wonder if like the medications maybe change something. Like, how do you say permanently? But that's actually the only thing I can think of that changed is I have had like different medications, which I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh, that's so fucking weird.
It's so
I've heard weird, that from a few people though, that like they used to smoke and then they just like couldn't anymore one day.
That like literally sounds like my life. Yes.
Yep. Apparently that's really common.
Too,
apparently it happens to people that like take a break. I've heard it like happens like if you used to smoke and then you take like years of just not really smoking at all and then you come back to it. That's when I've heard it, like, not for everyone obviously, but for some people like that happens.
That's definitely my timeline. Like absolutely. Like I didn't smoke all day every day, but I was like, I would definitely smoke or have edibles in Hawaii, like, pretty consistently, at least weekly.
Do edibles do the same thing?
Yeah, edibles are even worse. Like they.
Meanwhile, nothing happens when I take edibles.
Yeah, like, oh my god, edibles are definitely the worst. Like it puts me in a very bad headspace.
That is so weird. Huh.
But I don't know.
Yeah, definitely avoid that then. That sucks.
Right?
Though.
Yeah, I'm like.
What about CBD?
CBD, it's really weird
because it doesn't have like any THC in it.
Right. Yeah. I tried that, and it's like I hadn't had any CBD or THC in like forever, and it worked so well that first day. By day 2, like my tolerance, it was like doubled. You know what I mean? I had to like double the amount, and then by like day 3, no amount was affecting me. Yeah, and that has happened several fucking times. So I just
that's so weird.
It really is. I'm like, why?
Hey, you can't have my waffle. Fuck off, Pubbles.
Okay, so Brandon, basically I followed an old friend who I had a falling out with 2 years ago on Instagram. She followed me back in about an hour. She's going to marry the guy who told her we can't hang out anymore. They're getting
Sounds like you should stay the fuck away from them.
Yeah, leave them alone. That's instant, obvious.
That's like kind of weird that you would want to put yourself in between their literal marriage, bro.
Yeah.
Like you need to like step back a little bit and like look at this critically, because weird as fuck that you'd be like, I need to like stop her from marrying this guy because we can't be friends anymore. Like maybe there was another reason. Maybe there was something else and she just didn't want to tell you, and she was just, like, how do you know it's because of him? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm reading it again. Out of falling out with, she's gonna marry the guy. Yeah, that's what are you looking for advice?
Like, what do you want us to tell you exactly?
I feel like the fact they're getting married,
like that,
you have to respect their wishes.
Like you, like this isn't a fucking movie. It's not gonna be like, does anyone object to this wedding? And you stand up and she runs away with you. Like, this isn't gonna happen, especially if you're genuinely just friends. She's not gonna choose a fucking friendship over her fucking marriage, bro.
Yeah, here's the thing.
And if you were a good enough friend, she would never have done that in the first place. I'm sorry to break it to you. You just aren't that good of a friend to her. Like, it's just apparently not an even relationship. You care about it more than she does, apparently. Like, it's a tough pill to swallow. It sucks when you find out people don't actually want to be your friend, but like,
just makes room for other friends. Just move on.
Just cut them off.
Wishes.
Like, yeah, it's like, okay, she might have followed you back because she felt bad about it. It doesn't mean it's not going to turn out the same way again when she like talks to her fucking fiance. Like,
I was about to say, if she wants to like be your friend in a way where you talk consistently again, she will do more than follow you back. She will reach out and let you know that's what she wants. If not, don't read into the following thing. Like, it means really nothing, I would say. Yeah.
Hi, Tony. But yeah, I think reading into someone following you is like, you really need to reevaluate how you view relationships because they are not based on whether or not someone is following you. Because like, that's just not how humans work. Like, she probably followed you just to be nice because you followed her. Like, you followed her first. Do you not see that? Like, you reached out to her first. Okay?
Roughly 2 years. What changed? Like, you taking an action?
You did something, not her. It's not like she reached out and was like, oh my god, let's be friends again. No, she's very much still getting engaged, and you reached out to her. So, like, boundaries.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Solid advice.
Yeah. Like, not to try to be mean or anything, but, like, you seem to get, like, you need, like, a harsh reality check, because this is kind of weird behavior, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's kind of obsessive, and, like, I would just never in my entire life do that. Like, no. That's not something I'd ever do.
No, like, to go and follow, too. It's like, y'all had a falling out.
Like, all of my friends I have a falling out with, them bitches are blocked, okay?
Bye.
They're blocked. Like, all of their alt accounts blocked.
The healthy thing to do, actually. Like it's
why would you want someone around that you've had drama with?
Yeah.
And there's clearly nothing to gain.
Right. Like, this isn't like
you tried to break up a wedding once, dickhead, and your parents encouraged you.
I have questions.
What is wrong with people?
I don't know. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Literally, if someone is in a fucking relationship, leave them alone. What? Right. Unless they're literally trying to look for a threesome, and they come up to you and you're like, hey, me and my girlfriend really like your vibe. Let's have a threesome. Like, unless that is literally the situation happening, fuck off. Leave them alone. Like I mean, I'm glad you didn't actually do it.
Yeah.
But like, you need to get your parents in therapy, because why would they ever encourage that? Like, I'm cutting off Katie. Bitch, we talk over each other. That's how we talk. If you're not used to being here, leave, okay?
I'm also sick, so like I'm gonna talk even less than normal, I would say, because that like
yes, get him D&D.
There we go.
Me and you, Rhett. Me and you.
Oh my god, honestly though, that's a great point, Vincent.
Yeah, you need to just focus on yourself. Literally block her. There is nothing to gain from being involved in that type of relationship. It's not healthy. You're not going to get anything productive from it. Like,
there's literally no relationship to gain, friendship or otherwise. Like, clearly it is just a dead end.
Like, it's not a friend. A friend would never do that to you.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
managed to recover. The fuck? Are you sick too? What is...
Dude, is everyone sick?
I know a lot of people sick right now, so maybe...
It's okay to break up a marriage if one or both of the partners are abusive. That's a completely separate situation. We're not talking about that. Because, like, that's not, like, a relationship or a marriage. That's abuse. Like, that's not anything but abuse. So that's, like, a completely separate situation. So, unless you want to bring more info to the table saying they're abusive, no, that's not a good argument. And that's just a separate situation altogether. Like,
agreed.
Brett. Exactly. If you succeed, what's gonna happen? Like, this is not a music video. You are not gonna run away into a fucking sunset. Like,
the odds of that happening pretty low.
What's gonna happen? We've seen it on Reddit. People have done this and it backfires. And then they're like, am I the asshole for breaking up my, like, fiance and her ex's wedding so I could marry her? Like, all of our families hate me now. What do I do? Like, yeah, you're the asshole. Bro.
Oh my god.
I can't. It's, yeah, not healthy. I'm gonna take this headband off.
Oh, you got your shots. I see.
Well, that's...
Soon. He did the booster and the flu shot at the same time. That's
oh, God.
That's ambitious.
Why?
Why?
I refuse. No.
I will say, like,
my arm would just know.
Might as well.
I don't think my arm would survive it.
I mean, the flu is, like, going around, Chuckles. Like,
it hurts.
It does every year. It's still a thing. Some people want to think it's not, but I'm sure it's hopefully that not an infection.
Okay, so Brandon, you're saying you ended the friendship. You ended the friendship because the boyfriend kept restricting where and how much you could hang out. So that seems like maybe you guys were crossing some boundaries in their relationship, and maybe he laid down some boundaries and she decided to side with him. That doesn't sound like, unless he was literally like, you can't go out and hang out, like, unless he was literally forcing her, that's not like restricting where she's going. That's him setting boundaries of what's acceptable to him.
Yeah.
And she's respecting it. Like,
yeah, I was about to say.
That's where I'm like, the cognitive dissonance here is actually insane to me. Like, you really need to, like, get the picture here, because what you were describing and how you were describing it do not line up.
To me, it sounds like you had more feelings for her than just a friend anyway.
Yeah.
So, for everyone's sake, given the fact she does not want to be with you in that way, has a fiance. The fiance is uncomfortable with your relationship. If you're really her friend and you care about her,
then you would leave her alone. Like, a friend wouldn't do this. A friend would never put themselves in between their friend and the person their friend loves. That's so selfish, dude. Like, actually. Like, it's very selfish. I've had people do that to me. Guess how long they lasted in my life? About a split second, because that's how long it takes me to block them. Like, block them, tell my entire family to block them if they're friends with their family. I make it very clear they are no longer allowed to interact with me in any capacity. Like, it's not healthy, and, like, it's kind of manipulative in a way. Because it's like...
we had our one fight.
Ugh!
Our one fight in our whole fucking friendship. But again, it was a fight, not a cut.
And it was because of a guy.
It was because of a fucking
And not like a guy we liked, by the way. It was a guy who was trying to play both sides and he thought that we wouldn't talk to each other.
He had nothing
and figure that shit out. Like, bitch.
Like, it was so fucked, but I'm really, it didn't take us that long actually to like, wait a second, bitch.
Like, the thing is, like, I'm sure, like, if we, like, lived near each other and we, like, spent as much time as we would if we lived near each other, like, I'm sure both of our partners would be like, hey, can you spend time at home maybe sometime? Like, spend time with me? And, like, the thing is, me and Katie wouldn't take that personally or end the friendship over it.
No.
Never.
No,
literally like, ever. We'd just be like, okay, have fun with your boyfriend.
Right.
Because we love each other and we want each other to be happy. And that happiness does not depend on us. Because that's weird. You know? Like, you gotta... Yeah, like when people lay down boundaries, it can be very hard for them to even do that in the first place, so you gotta fucking respect them.
Seriously,
like, you got to.
Yes.
Because it probably took a lot to even get to the point to be like, this is the boundary that I need. Because, like, that's so hard for people. Yes, happiness is not a zero-sum game. I agree.
I had an ex, wasn't happy. I was friends with... Wait, what?
Wait, which one?
Brett? I had an ex that wasn't happy. I was friends with Katie and
what?
Up with her since she was. Wait, what? Is this me or a different Katie?
Yes, dump your girlfriend to be friends with us.
Please don't ever do that, guys.
Just kidding. Never do that, please. Choose your girlfriend over us. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Unless that's just the straw, you know.
Unless, like, yeah, I think he was saying maybe.
That's obviously just the straw,
okay,
but.
Yeah, I read that wrong. Also,
no, she was toxic.
In
so.
the army.
Oh my god, who's joining the army?
Steven.
Oh my god. Wait, are you what day are you leaving? Oh, the 28th.
28th.
I read the 25th. I'm like, bitch, you're leaving on Christmas? No. That's too much. At least you get Christmas though. Enjoy your Christmas before you have to go. Unless you have to be in training and stuff before you have to head off and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Do you have like boot
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're leaving for boot camp on the 28th.
Yeah.
Because that would suck. But yeah, good luck, bro. Thank you for your service.
This was a Q&A about relationships. Yeah.
I mean, shit, why not?
like, okay.
They need a lot of attention, but you're very busy.
I mean, at least I guess.
Showed up at your place without texting or anything. Okay, that sounds like you didn't set those boundaries, maybe, and you should be more vocal. Because, like, yeah, I would be thrilled if my partner just showed up. I don't care if they don't need to text me or call. They're my partner. So I think maybe reassess what you actually want, and you actually need to vocalize that because she can't read your fucking mind. And you know she's needy, so it shouldn't really be that big of a surprise for you, to be completely honest. Like, if you know that she's needy and you know that you are not providing that need, then, like, what do you expect? She's either gonna try to get it from you or go somewhere else. So, those are the options you're leaving up. Unless you want to, like, have a conversation with her, be like, this is what I can provide, and then let's try to figure out a way that we can get your needs met in some other way that doesn't cross my boundaries. Like, unless you want to have that mature conversation, like, you're gonna have to just deal with what happens, because, like, people aren't psychic. You feel me? What? You had your birthday during phase 1 training in the British Army? Bro. F. That sucks. She didn't like that you have female friends. That's definitely a red flag.
That's a flag. However, I'd like to interject with, I will say, the way you found me and
True.
with my premium private Snapchat, that I mean, that's a little different than like
it's one thing, yeah, like
that you met at
there's a difference
with I will say
being friends with Katie and just in general, like, no female friends is, like, as a blanket rule, like, that's a red flag. Just no female friends. Okay, what if you're childhood friends? Like, what if you're cousins? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. It's
like,
it's hard. There's so much, like,
so same with if guys are like, you can't have any guy friends. Like, no. Says who? That's weird. Like,
I was insecure, didn't have any friends at the time, didn't know how to be a good friend. I'm going to be mature and let her live her own life. Yes. Good for you. Great.
And that will let you live your own life too. Cause, like, it sounds like you want a friend, but also you don't have feelings for her like a friend, it seems. So I would try to find someone who you actually, like, would like to have as just a friend. There's no, like, strings attached to it, you know? Like, and that's hard to find. Like, I'm not saying that's, like, a super easy thing to do. But at the same time, like, it just kind of takes putting yourself out there a little bit and then continually returning to cultivate that relationship. Like, that's what it takes to grow a friendship. It's like a garden. You have to, like, grow it over time. You can't just, like, plant it immediately and then ignore it because then it'll die. You know?
Oh my god.
But yeah. So.
Yeah, it sounds intense, Steven. But good luck. I'm sure it'll go well. Hopefully.
Hopefully we can distract you. Hopefully we can distract you while you're away and stuff. Dude, I don't know about you, but I have, like, so many military guys who follow me.
I used to, like, a lot, and, I don't know now, but definitely, like, my first couple years, you know, on cam, a lot, like, so many.
Yeah.
So I don't
like, honestly,
they're great.
I love it. I feel like I'm serving the troops. It's great.
No, I always loved it too.
Because it's like, you can't, like, you know, you need that when you're away.
Absolutely. Yeah, no.
You know? You only have so much free time.
Yeah, that too. Also, okay, so someone mentioned, like, there's a difference, like, no porn star female friends. I disagree. I feel like...
No, that's dumb.
That's not it.
If you find them through jerking off, if you get off to that female friend, it's not a friend. I want to, like, just make that clear. That's like a person you're friendly with who you get off to. But, like, you don't jerk off to your friends, my guy. You just don't. That's weird. Don't do that. So...
Yeah, it gets complicated, but I feel like because I have, like, you know, I'm trying to think. I don't know how to describe this.
It's one thing if you started and then it's turned into a friendship and you've stopped doing that at that point, then it's a friendship. Because it's like, you can be friends with your ex or something if you stop loving them in that way and you only love them as a friend. If it turns to a genuine friendship, but, like, it's gotta be a genuine friendship. It can't be because you want to fuck them.
Yeah, and there's definitely a difference with, like, you have a female, or let's say a friend of the opposite sex, or that doesn't even matter. Let's say, like, I have a male friend and he does porn, but if I didn't find him through porn, I'm not watching his porn, getting off to it, that's very different than just having a friend whose occupation...
I have tons of guy friends who do porn, like...
Exactly, but, like, are you...
Do you know how many fucking porn stars there are?
Watching it. No, like...
Exactly. Like, I don't watch Katie's content. That'd be weird. Like, when I see Katie's content, like, at the most, I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then, like, give her a like or retweet because I want to support her, not because I'm like, oh, yeah, that's hot. Like, if anything, if it gets too sexual, I'm like, oh, cringe, can't look at that.
Yeah, no, I have that too. Like,
I'm like, I don't want to see it.
Damn it, I know. I feel that.
It's like my sister.
Yeah, it's like, that's nice. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, I'm like, and scroll quickly.
Yep. Yeah. I feel
like, that's what I always do.
Yep.
Yep.
I feel bad for, like, you, a couple other friends, because I post,
dude,
like, my
literally half of my Twitter.
Yeah.
Half my Twitter is just my mutuals porn, and I'm like, and there's Kiwi. Okay, scrolling. Katie. Oh, God. Rusty. Oh, fuck.
It's like dodging bullets. Like,
literally.
I feel that. But also, I hate to say, like, definitely being in the industry for so long, like,
I'm just used to it.
It's, yeah, definitely desensitized.
If anything, I'm like, oh, that's a good angle. I'm gonna use that shit.
Right? Yes, like, ideas.
Like, oh, how'd she do the lighting?
Yeah.
Like, damn, what camera is that? Like,
okay, wait, you know, generic e-girl?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know you guys like mutuals, but she posted like a video on TikTok of her lighting, and I'm like, yes, thank you.
No, it's so good. I love her. She's so fucking nice.
So good.
She's so good. Nice. I've been mutuals with her since my first TikTok.
Really? Oh, wait, did
you delete it
through TikTok then?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, she's like so.
And I think I found her because she was like, I think she like responded to like an OnlyFans scammer being like, oh, okay, that's not realistic. I'm pretty sure it was that, or people were like calling her Belle Delphine, and she was like, I'm not.
Oh, I feel so bad. Yeah, I saw like
people say that to her all the time because her name is Elle.
Right, and like
that doesn't help.
No.
That does not help. Like, it's rough out there. I've had a lot of my mutuals. I mean, I've had that, but like, I've had so many mutuals have that problem. Rusty gets that all the time. Which I don't understand because I actually think they're super different, but whatever.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people.
Yeah, they just see like pink hair and they're like, oh my god, it's all the same bitch. It's like, okay, their faces look literally nothing alike and their content's very different.
hate that. I'm sure you can relate from, you know, being on cam, but when I was a blonde,
girl,
I got compared to every fucking blonde.
Dude,
and now I get
no, people, remember that one guy? Remember the one guy who thought we were twins? The one in the elevator. The elevator guy that we had to tell we were going to see your dad.
Yeah.
There was a guy who literally stopped us. We were out grocery shopping. I think we've told this story before. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We were out grocery shopping in Hawaii. And we were getting into the elevator to go back to the like parking garage or whatever to leave with our groceries. And this fucking guy like runs after us to like stop the elevator before we got in. And he's just like, "Are you guys sisters? Are you twins?" And we're just like,
"Yep."
Yeah. We're just like, yep.
What did we say about the... Didn't we say we were gonna go see our dad?
Okay, well, because what happened... What did you come up with? Okay, so what happened was... Because I remember, because I was like... It was so fucking awkward. We were just like, yeah. And we were holding our phones, too, by the way. And he's just like, "Oh, can I have your numbers?" And we're just like, "We don't have phones."
That's right.
And he's like, "Oh, you guys want to just hang out right now? Do you want to just hang out right now?" And we're just like, "Oh, we're going to see our dad. We're going to visit our dad right now." It was so fucking funny.
Like, what do you say to that if they're like, they don't have phones? Also, I'm pretty sure our phones are probably in our back pocket.
No, we were holding them. We were holding our phones. We were holding them. We're like, we don't have phones.
Did not get the hint though. Yeah, then he asked us to hang out right now, and that's when we're like, we're going to our dad's. It was so
yeah, we're like, our dad, he's big and has guns. We're going to see him now, actually. He's at the car. He's upstairs. Like, we're leaving.
Like, yeah, we look like, clearly if you have eyes, like, I don't know.
We don't look like twins.
For us would be cousins. Like, we were
like, literally.
But, literally. I mean, so say we're twins? Are you stupid?
It's so funny. So fucking funny.
Also, what did you want to do with us?
I know, like,
but like,
he would not let us get on that fucking elevator, though. We were just like, okay, we're leaving now. Bye.
Yeah.
God, it was so funny, though.
We had so many experiences like this, guys. I can't even...
Dude, Hawaii was the worst, actually. It's definitely because we were, like, wearing less clothes in Hawaii because it's hot, but, like...
Yeah.
Bruh, I also feel like there's something about, like... Because you're in Hawaii and there's a lot of tourists there, I think the tourists get really like, ballsy and they just, like, don't give a shit. And they think there's not going to be any repercussions because they're a tourist.
I will say it wasn't always creepy. So, I mean, that time in my life, actually it was before I met you, that time when I was in Hawaii, me and my sister, we would go walking around downtown Waikiki.
He's right behind you.
If we wanted a confidence boost, like that is what we would go do.
Yeah, exactly.
And we get hit on. It was great. It was great for our confidence, and we like kind of whine about that now. We're like, man, we can't just go walk.
It's actually super obvious to tell who's a tourist and who's not in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this guy was definitely a fucking tourist. Like,
100%.
He didn't seem like a local at all. Like,
the locals are chill.
All.
They're not fucking.
They're not creepy. The locals are so fucking nice.
You're great. Yeah.
Like, they're so nice. The creepiest thing they're gonna do is offer drugs. Like,
which is nice of them, honestly.
Yeah, and it's honestly pretty cheap. Like,
that was, I'll say that was the other experience walking around downtown Waikiki. Yeah, you would get offered.
And the parrots! Drugs. And the parrots! I love the parrots. The parrot guys are my favorite.
Oh, what a time that was in my life. Yes.
I always offer to pay the parrot guys, like, even if I don't get a picture, like, I'm always just like, here's 20, I want to hold the pup, give me the parrot.
Parrots were so fucking popular there. When I lived, the condo you visited me in, there was 2 parrots above me, and then the condo I lived in, 2 condos before that, same thing. Like, there was so many parrots, and I'm like, why? I love it, but why? And people be like on their little mopeds with their parrots on their shoulders.
It's so funny.
Parrots everywhere. It's adorable.
True. You can tell by how they talk.
True.
Or by how they cross the street.
Yeah. Or just, it's very, very apparent if you live there. It's so easy to start.
Locals are just going to ignore you, first of all. Like, they're just going to ignore you.
I will say like Waikiki and like Ala Moana Mall, of course. Like so
the
many
worst.
tourists would go there, and because I'm white as fuck, it was so annoying because like people that were working there would always stop me and assume I was a tourist.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm like, I live here, haha, and they would
you just be like, here's my license. I am actually fucking. I live here.
A few times, like, oh my rainbow! I kept that. I lied and said I.
Anytime someone would do that, I'd just be like, "Shaka to you too, bitch." Like, okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just assume I don't live here. Especially, it would always be the people in the Waikiki Strip, actually, because it would be, like, in the nicer stores. They were so fucking snooty for some reason. Not San Lorenzo, though.
I was so happy when oh my god, so thank you.
Is there one in Florida?
No, not. I mean, there might be one in Miami, to be honest. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Actually, might be one in Miami.
I've seen one in California somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see.
Where was it? Mine meant Santa Monica.
But I was so happy because I didn't realize the one bikini you sent me is...
Yeah, it's a San Lorenzo. It is. So yeah.
I can't wait. They're
that store was the best, dude.
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so my boyfriend's a little, what's the word? You know, not the best with, like, women's fashion. So when I was taking out the stuff, there was a fishnet, like, body, like, shorts, kind of. Item, and I take it out, he's like, how small is Indy? I'm like,
it's fishnet.
Like, it's fishnet, and then I stretch. He's like, oh, okay, but he didn't realize at first.
That's so funny.
He was so concerned. He's like, wait, what size is she? I'm like, we're basically.
You're like, we're the same size, so.
I can get all.
I'm like literally an inch shorter than you, and that's it.
Yep.
I think your boobs are bigger than mine now, though. So
probably, but yours are like, you know.
Mine fluctuate depending on the week, honestly.
Mine too, even now that they're fake, they'll still like my tiny bit of like natural tissue. I guess
that period week, they are perky as hell. I'm like, dang, I wish I could film on these days, cause
every time, period week, I'm like, I want to get bigger boobs. Like it always makes me want to get bigger boobs because I freaking love them. But then I can't imagine if I got them bigger on period week.
Yeah, so seriously. Bad. Okay, Peterman wants to know what we're thankful for. Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
What? Honestly.
Let's see. I'm thankful. Let's see. I'm thankful for all of my friends and family and like my boyfriend and the pups and you guys. And like, yeah, just like being able to, you know, like things have been rough these last 2 years with everything, but like all things considered, I've been able to chill for the most part, as far as like not being too worried about stuff other than getting sick. But I'm thankful for that.
Oh, seriously.
You're happy with your boob size chuckles?
Good. That's great chuckles. That is fucking great.
The moobs.
I can't believe there was a time, I think about this sometimes, right, that I didn't have implants. They're just literally a part of me now, and I'm so used to having them, and I always felt like I've always wanted them. Like, I felt not complete, and then when I got them, I felt complete. So, like, it's just weird, though, because I definitely feel really weird, especially because I have, like, an internal bra, and I'm like, well, this is weird, but wow, it's even weirder that I didn't have them. Anyway, that's not what I'm grateful for.
Funny. Well, you're like, I'm thankful for my titties.
But
first
no,
of
just
all.
because of what Chuckles said, where he's like, I like my boobs. And I was like, you know what, that's great. Because I was so unhappy with my boobs. So I was like really happy for him. And then I just kind of got
I just wish mine didn't look like they were sad when I don't eat enough.
Yeah. Well, hey, motivation to eat.
Yeah, that is actually one of my stronger motivations. I always remind myself whenever I'm struggling, I'm like, but titties, so
you're like,
eat the food.
Titties and ass.
TNA, bitch, TNA, let's do this. Yes. We can do it. We can get through this bowl of cereal.
Holy duo. I feel that. Mine's like my mood. If I'm like, I don't know, I definitely am a happy.
Yeah, for me, I'm just like, you know, I get really dizzy when I don't eat. I woke up so dizzy this morning.
Yeah, that too. Energy. Yeah. And
I literally woke up so fucking dizzy. I was like, I woke up and Well, first of all, I woke up really early, so that didn't help. Don't steal, Pupbles. I woke up really early. I woke up at like 6:30 because I wanted to get up and film photo set this morning, which I did somehow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, I filmed 3 photo sets yesterday, including the snap set, and then filmed, this morning and then after later. But
side note, how do you do your snap? Like, do you do it on Snapchat?
Or so what I do is, like, I do half of it on... I take the first, like, 50 to 100 photos on Snapchat. And I basically just, like, do a whole photo set on there. And then what I do is, because not everyone likes, like, the Snapchat filters, and I always use those.
Right.
Because they're fun.
I mean, they're adorable. Yeah.
Right? They're so cute. I like the one that makes the, like, it grainy. I like that one.
Yeah, that one looks good.
Anyway, so I take photos, like, without the filter. And then I upload like those. Yeah, I just, like, take normal pictures. Sorry, I'm opening the door. But I just take normal pictures on my phone, and I'll usually take more on there. So I'll take, like, 70 to 150 more photos on there. And then I upload... I download all the ones from Snapchat, and then I put them all into an album on my phone. I upload them to Dropbox, and then I have a program that re-uploads it into, like, a link file thing I can just share to people. Because Dropbox, I would just use the link from Dropbox, but, like, I have too many people on my Snapchat, so if I do that, it blocks the link.
It blocks it. Yeah, no, that's so. Like, I was gonna ask.
I quite literally had my boyfriend make me a program to do it. So it's not like it was easy. Like, it's a whole thing. I mean, it's easy now because I can just be like, upload the photo set and press a button.
Well, I was just curious. Now we're getting into business, but now I'm like, why? Oh, because it's just, like, ultimately then a link on Snap. Like, why go through Snap? I'm curious. Like,
just because... Well, I mean, like, I also post on Snapchat, like, otherwise.
Okay, yeah.
Like, because it's just for my subscribers on Snapchat. Like, they get a bonus photo set every month. That's, like, exclusive to Snapchat, which is, like, the main reason to get the Snapchat, TBH.
Right.
Otherwise, like, I'll post, like, a few behind-the-scene pictures when I'm filming stuff, and then... That's, like, mostly it's the free photo set, yesterday, wait, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I did a bunch of, like, videos, too. Sometimes I'll just spam videos, sometimes I'll spam photos. I did mostly videos yesterday. Well, it was a mix. I did a lot of videos, though. And, yeah, so then I just do it that way, and then, because, like, and then I'll, like, I'll take the pictures I took on my phone, and I'll post those to Snapchat also. So they have all of them on Snapchat, so they can either screenshot/screen record it all, or they can just, like, click the link to download it. Because I'll just, like, I put it all into a little download so they can, like, keep all the photos, since Snapchat doesn't keep them.
No, so, that's pretty awesome. I wish Snapchat did me, but...
Yeah. And Snapchat really seems to like it, so... Yeah, I really like doing those. They're fun. Because it's like a special little club that no one else gets to see.
Right. I know. I'm kind of... I've been considering, like, redoing Fan Central, but I just have such bad luck with freaking Snapchat. Like,
I don't know why. I've had mine for years, but I mean, this is, like, my 4th account.
Yeah, I've had, like... over 10. I decided after.
The one thing I do have to say, though, if you every time you get it deleted, it's a fucking pain in the ass, but, like, at least Fan Central will keep, like, a record of everybody, so you can add them all back. You just, like, have to change yours to the new username on there and, like, send, like, a DM or, like, tell Fansly or not Fansly. Tell Fan Central that you got deleted and that you have a new one, and then, like, maybe they can help you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to consider it. I'm trying to get, like, Fansly all. Like, I have a bunch of things I do per month with that right now, so I'm trying to get that running, like, smoothly, but I'm always thinking, what else? What else should I do? Could I do? Kind of a mindset.
Yeah, it's
you should definitely get her Snap. I'm sure it's popping.
It is nice. It is nice. I try to always do like a special kind of like I'll try to do like a cosplay or something that I haven't like used before on Snapchat. Like yesterday I used like a dress that I haven't done in a while. But yeah. Or actually I don't think I've ever used it. I think I got it and then never used it for anything. Yeah, it was like a yellow Oktoberfesty type of dress.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Yeah, it was nice. I just got it on Amazon, so it was like cheap as shit. But like, honestly, I liked it. So yeah, it was fun. I just threw a tutu under it, and that made it better. That's my go-to. Whenever there's like a cheap Amazon dress, just throw a tutu under that bitch. It makes it look a lot less cheap. Because you get some layers happening. Because there's never layers.
Also, yeah, Jen, definitely don't use the same account.
I
always, separate account. Like,
I don't have a personal Snapchat. I only have a Snapchat for work.
Yeah.
And, like, people can follow the public story. So what I do is, like, I have a public story and then I have a private story. So it's not like I'm posting publicly any of these. I'm only posting to people who have been specifically added to that story. So it's very on lockdown.
That's smart.
You have to be my friend and I have to personally add you to the story.
Yeah, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the good old days when Snapchat was so much more complicated, and with the separate account things, by the way, they make it easy now where you can just switch your accounts. Back in the fucking day, you had to log all the way out of that bitch. Log all the way back.
I remember. Dude, Snapchat is how I started sex work.
Yeah, and they didn't have like what you're saying where you could
have anything.
Stories. That did not exist either, so yeah.
I just had a private account. That was all I had.
Yep.
It was like
good old days.
Actually, I think I sent a lot of private stories back then, and that was when Snapcash was a thing. Oh my god.
I miss Snapcash. I used to make
I made bank off Snapcash, yo. Oh my god. Dude, I remember Snapchat when all I did was I had Tumblr, Snapchat, and then I would do custom snaps. So like you could request something for like a certain period of time. I'd be like, okay, for the next like 2 hours, I'm going to do customs. And then you could just like $5 per custom photo and I'd send you whatever you wanted. That was good shit.
My other favorite was I would go to the mall shopping and then I'd be like, hey, does anyone want to buy this? I'll send you like pictures of me.
So the private Tumblr actually happened after the Snapchat.
Oh.
Yeah, because I added on. I did both. But yeah, started with the Snapchat.
No.
And then the private Tumblr. And I made so much off the private Tumblr. Oh, do you need to call her?
Maybe, because I was like, hey, I'm streaming. Are you okay? And she's saying no. So I feel bad.
All right. Yeah, go. I'll talk to chat.
I will try. I'll text you updates. I'll try.
Okay. Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Be right back, guys. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
We'll eventually get to Reddit, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, Snapcash was, dude, literally. Okay, I remember because I was so fucking happy. It was I made the Snapchat. And then I made the private Tumblr for people who didn't have Snapchat. And a lot of the stuff that was on the private Tumblr was just Snapchats. Or like other like more lewd Tumblr photos that I took basically. But I remember I was like about to start college. I decided not to. But I was about to start college and I was so fucking happy because I had $5,000 in my bank account. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like I have $5,000, like I don't even know what to do with this. Like I am set. Like I was so happy. Don't give 18-year-olds $5,000. Like that's not a good idea. But anyway. Like that was the best. That was the best. I was so happy. And then I moved to MFC pretty soon after that. But you guys know this. Yeah. I know, like, 5 grand, I'm like, yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah. And then I started MFC and I made way more. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know this was possible. So thanks, y'all. Thanks for making my life possible. Is 5K a lot to me now? No. 5K is not shit. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't appreciate 5K. Don't get me wrong. I think a 5K would be a nice little thing to add to my bank account. I'm never gonna turn it down, but, you know, when you've had 10 years to accumulate your wealth, it accumulates. Especially when you don't spend it on that many things. Like, the only things I spend money on, like, it might seem like I spend a lot of money because I was like, oh, I spend $100 on weed a week. But, like, that's one of my only expenses. I literally buy weed, food, which I don't eat that much, so it's not like I'm spending a lot of money on food. And then, like, cosplays and clothes occasionally. That's it. And then, like, medication and rent. That's it. That's all I spend my money on. Like, I don't really spend money on anything else. I don't buy expensive things. I try to shop sales. I like to save my money. I want to buy a house eventually, and I don't like to buy things that are not bought in cash. So, yeah, like, I don't have a credit card. I think that's dumb. I refuse to have a credit card. It's definitely a Gen Z / younger millennial thing, I've noticed, to, like, not have a credit card and, like, refuse to do credit stuff. But yeah, credit is a scam, and I refuse to take part of it. So I pay for everything in cash. So, the anime stuff, I mean, yeah, that's, like, not that much. Plus, I don't really buy it that often. Usually, if I buy myself, like, figures and stuff, it's usually, like, I'm buying it for myself for my birthday, or I'm buying it for a work thing, or I'm buying it for, like, a different holiday. So, yeah. Yeah, financing stuff is, like, the biggest fucking scam. Dude, I think the biggest scam is actually just fucking payday loans. Like, that is insane to me. Like, and, like, it's definitely, like, my family works with money, so, like, I've been raised like that, but at the same time, like, I've had friends that have gotten, like, payday loans, and the interest rate's, like, 900%. Like, that should not be legal. Like, that should not be legal. That should not be legal. That's, like, actually fucking insane. It's illegal in your state? Good. Good. Like, bro. Ugh. That's insane to me. If you buy a house in cash, people think you're a drug dealer. Yeah, or, like, you're just super rich. You know. But, yeah. I definitely won't be able to buy a house in cash. I just want to get, like, a really good loan, you know? I want to put a lot down up front so I can get the lowest rate possible, you know? Exactly. I'm 26, never had a credit card, never have needed one. Like, it's good to have credit, but, like, and I mean, this is definitely, like, something I can say while having people that, like, if I want to rent something, I can have a cosigner, because I don't have credit, because I don't have a credit card, and I've never needed to have any of that. But, like, as long if you are in the position where you don't have someone who can co-sign for you that does have good credit or something, like, it's definitely smart to, like, get a credit card and just, like, use it to, like, pay your phone bill or something that, like, you're already paying on a regular basis, and you know you're not gonna, like, forget it or, like, rack up any debt or anything. But, like, so that you can just have a good credit score. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't need to do that, like, why buy into the fucking scam that is credit? It's like, no. It can fuck right off. I hate it. It's a scam. I hate it. Like, credit, no. Exactly, Shane. Exactly. Like, it's good if you, like, if you need credit, like, you know, find a, like, really, like, responsible, controlled way to do it. Like, don't actually use that on purchases. But, like, yeah. Yes, exactly. Like, if you want to, like, just anything that you're gonna be, like, paying already on a monthly basis that you're already used to paying, like, that's a good thing. If you want to build credit and stuff, like, that's a good way to do it. But, like, yeah. It is always about using it as little as possible. Like, it's for emergencies. I always think, anytime I think of credit cards, I think back to that episode of Hannah Montana where she got a credit card and, like, went into a bunch of debt, so she had to, like, sell all her clothes. That really stuck with me, I think. Like, Hannah Montana really taught me about credit cards. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go find the episode of Hannah Montana that's like, where she gets a credit card. Honestly, I think that did my generation so good. Like, because who the fuck wasn't watching Hannah Montana? And, like, the thing that's, like, crazy to me is, like, interest is crazy to me. Like, I can't imagine, like, having to spend more money on something I already own. And, like, well, I don't even own it. Like, if you're paying installments on something, like, or, oh, have you seen that stuff on, like, clothing stores and stuff? It's like Afterpay and shit. A scam. Like, no. Like, I've always been of the philosophy, if you can't buy something twice, don't buy it. It's too expensive. So, you know, like, yeah. No. Dude, Hannah Montana was so good. I loved Hannah Montana. God, that show was such an iconic part of my childhood. Like, bruh, me and my sister watched the fuck out of Hannah Montana. Yeah. Yes. Dude, oh my god, I watched... Okay, on YouTube, there's a free movie. It's called So Undercover, and it's Miley Cyrus in it. Oh my god, I watched it expecting it to be, like, really fucking bad. Kind of like the Bratz movie or something. No, it was actually kind of good. I was like, wait, why does this movie kind of go hard? Like, it was so cheesy. But, like, she had some good one-liners. Like, she has some good one-liners, I'm not gonna lie. The Jesus of credit cards, oh my god, yes. Bro. Dude, I also know all the songs by heart. Yeah. The guy who ran a payday loan company and scammed people by making them think they were paying off the loan, but were actually paying to extend the loan? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I have not seen that, but, like... Oh my god. These people are literally evil? What the fuck? What? Dude. Ugh, that's insane. Dude, I had the That's a Raven Game Boy Advance game. That shit was amazing. Ugh, god. I don't know why. That reminds me of, I was watching... Whose video was it? I think it was CoffeeZilla. I think it was him. Anyway, I was watching someone's video. No, it was Company Man. Maybe I watched both of them. Anyway, I was watching one of them talk about Theranos. That's just crazy. I mean, I've known about Theranos forever, but I was just like rewatching one of their videos on it this morning and I got reminded of it, and like, that's just crazy. If you don't know anything about Theranos, it was basically like this Silicon Valley like tech startup thingy that like claimed, what they were claiming was basically that they had technology that was like this little box that you would take like a drop of blood, put it in the box, and it would be able to run tests for everything, basically, like cancer, HIV, like everything. It could just, and then you'd just get the results and stuff. And like, that was their idea. But like, that technology does not exist at all. Anyway, they were able to have contracts with like Walgreens, like giant companies and stuff. And they would literally have like a little area where it was just like Theranos testing. And it was called like the Einstein or something was the name of the box. I don't remember what it was called. It was like some, oh, Edison. It was the Edison. That's what it was. Like, okay. I see what you're doing. You can't just name something after a fucking smart person and people think it's whatever. I guess that does happen that way because fucking Silicon Valley dudes are dumb. Anyway, so it's crazy because they had like it was like a $9 billion evaluation for the company, and the technology didn't even exist. It didn't work. And all those testing stations were basically, they were just getting a full vial of blood and sending it to the lab and having them test like normal. They weren't even using the box. And then the people that did use the box were getting incorrect results because it just doesn't work. Like, it's insane. Like, I really don't fucking understand. Like, it's actually crazy. I'm gonna see if Katie has texted me, by the way. Hold on, responding. Anyway, but yeah. Oh yeah, her fake voice? Yeah, have you heard how she actually sounds? If you look up, fuck, what's her name again? Let me remember. I don't remember her name. Elizabeth Holmes. She's on trial right now, by the way, for fraud and wiretapping, I think. Or investment fraud. I don't know. She's on trial for fraud right now. Wire fraud. Mail and wire fraud. That's what it is. Anyway, she just took the stand like yesterday, 2 days ago, a few days ago. She just took the stand for the first time and she's manipulating the jury, or at least trying to. Anyway, look up Elizabeth Holmes' real voice. It's crazy. It's, bitch, I'm gonna shut the window. It's insane though. Like, she talks kind of like, you know, I talk. We have the same type of like pitch. You know, it's not like super high pitched, not super deep pitched, kind of like middle tone pitch voice, you know? But she talks like this. And every statement she says has a awkward pause in between it to make her points sound like she's smart. Like that. Like, it's so fucking weird. Like, she's trying to be Steve Jobs so bad. She literally dresses like Steve Jobs. And she did the whole, oh yeah, I only have black turtlenecks in my closet, so it saves me time in the morning, so I always just wear the same thing because it's more effective. Like, shut up. You're not Steve Jobs. Bro, I can't. Like, it's so weird. It's crazy. It's crazy. Bruh. Yeah. Anyway, if you don't know anything about that, like, there's, like, so many documentaries and stuff on it. It's crazy. You need to look it up. Because, like, she literally convinced Bill Clinton She did an interview with Bill Clinton. And everyone's just like, oh my god, so, like, you dropped out of college at 19 and, like, you started this, like, super awesome company just by yourself? Oh my god, what a story. Yeah, you guys can tell I watched a lot of footage of her. Like, her fucking cadence when she talks is just so funny to me. Like, it's so funny. Oh, I love it. Dude, she does have crazy eyes. I'm gonna put up a picture of her. You guys can see what she looks like. So you can see how much she's trying to be Steve Jobs. Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah, bitch. Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. I want a picture of her not recently. Ha, that one. Yes. Oh, it's the fucking picture. Ah. Fuck. I always forget I have to actually save the photo. I can't just drag it on. So lame. Oh shit, no, not they'll save the link. Save image. What? Why is it doing this? Just let me save it as a normal photo. What the hell? Yeah, just a JPEG. What the fuck? The other one was saving as like a JPEG link for some reason. Anyway. This is what Elizabeth Holmes looks like. She looks like the crazy girlfriend meme slightly, but also the fucking turtleneck! Ah! Let's pull up a picture of Steve Jobs now. Steve Jobs. Let's just... Wait, I feel like there's a similar looking photo to this. I need to find it. There has to be. Come on, Steve. I know you've taken a picture like this. Come on, bitch. Where are you at? Where are you? Come here. Come to me. Ha! Come to me, Steve! Alright. Let's do this. Alright, here comes Steve. Here comes Steve, look. Look at this!
Alright.
We're making fun of Elizabeth Holmes right now. I don't know if you know who that is, but she's a Steve Jobs wannabe. And we're making fun of the fact, oops. We're making fun of the fact that, she's trying to look like Steve Jobs. She also does, like, she changed her voice. She literally, okay, let me re-explain it. So basically, she started up a fake tech medical company that claimed that it could, like, she claimed you could take a drop of blood, put it in a box, and it would test for every disease.
Oh?
Yeah, sure. Obviously that doesn't exist. Nope. So she got a fucking evaluation by Silicon Valley for $9 billion on her company, making her the youngest female billionaire. Because she was 19. And it was all fake. What? And the technology she was selling was just them actually doing a normal blood test. Because anyone who had it, like, she had contracts with Walgreens and stuff. Like, literally, it was huge. And, like, she had it, she interviewed with Bill Clinton. He fell for it. Like, literally everyone fell for it somehow. And she scammed so many fucking people. Anyway, she's currently in 5 years ago, maybe? Not that long ago. Anyway, she's currently on trial for mail and wire fraud, maybe something else. I don't remember what she's on trial for right now, but at least wire fraud. It's crazy. Yeah. But, like, people were actually, like, people thought, like, people were actually getting tested with it and it didn't work. Like, that's crazy. Like,
shocker. What? A CBC doesn't test for every disease? What?
Like, what? Just off of one drop of blood, too. Like,
seriously, bitch.
No.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, what? How? Yeah, actually, how did everyone manage to fall for it? Like,
because they just didn't question it. She had, like, a good story. She sold it really fucking well. Yeah. She's, like, extremely manipulative. If you watch If you watch interviews of her, it's actually fucking insane. Her name's Elizabeth Holmes, and the company's name is Theranos. But yeah.
Wait, yeah,
Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it? Yes, it was so famous. It was like a huge fucking deal. Like, she was like the hugest deal. She's on trial right now. She's literally on trial right now. She went up on the stand a few days ago, and she's still on the stand like today, I think. Like, it's crazy. The trial's currently going. I don't know if they're recording it or not. I need to fucking see it.
That one live. Yeah,
I need to see it. I want that trial so bad. I need it. There's so many fucking documentaries about it and stuff that you should watch them. I started talking about it because I was saying that there was I think I was watching a Company Man video about Theranos. It's from like a year ago or something, but he did a really good video on it. But yeah, it's insane. Like,
that's
actually
crazy. That's like next level. Wow.
Yeah, people can get fooled very easily if you just talk confidently and you have a few friends in high places. Because she just kept convincing like the right people to fall for it, and they would convince the next right person to fall for it until just everyone was falling for it. Like,
I guess like just as me, which I don't know, someone with a lot of health issues knows some general info about medical.
Right.
One semester of nursing school.
That's what
lots of blood tests. How the fuck do you not put that together? One drop of blood cannot do that. Even if, one, there's no fucking blood test out there that yet tests for all disease. But let's say, she's like, I invented it. There's just no way one drop of blood. There's no fucking way.
That would quite literally be revolutionary to medicine.
Right, absolutely. Also,
which is like why people were like, oh my god, this is such a big deal. Yeah. But then anytime any scientists were like, oh, can we see it in process? Like, can we see it work? She's like, that's trade secrets. That's trade secrets. We can't. Wow. Like, oh my god. Like, it's crazy.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Now, that is super interesting. I will definitely look into
it. Yeah, the process of testing destroys the sample. Like, and also, every disease has a different test, which is why they usually need a vial. Like, they need a lot.
Exactly.
So there's wiggle room.
Thinking about, like, again, just a basic CBC, like without differential. I mean, you still need a tube for that, and it barely tests for anything.
She min-maxed her charisma stat into deception and persuasion. Exactly.
So funny. Okay, well, hey, do we want to do some HOA shit?
Yes, let's do HOA, because we've been talking forever.
I know, it was fun, though. It was good.
Yeah, just, I like it. It is just like Bernie Madoff. Yep, exactly. Like, the amount of people who have not learned from Bernie Madoff is truly astonishing.
Seriously.
NFTs.
They would.
Yeah, but here we are. Anyway, let's do the first one.
Here's the list.
Should we start with the HOA wants a war?
Yeah, and then I'm really excited about this pizza delivery ban. That sounded very intriguing. So I don't care whoever wants. Yeah.
I can start. Alrighty. I live in a rural area on a family farm. The farm next to ours was sold to a developer who built a bunch of mini mansions that have an HOA. Oh, wait, this is like what I was describing last time, how it's like you live somewhere and then an HOA comes to your area and is like, join us!
Well, yeah, okay.
That's the thing that happens a lot, apparently. Anyway, okay, now the mini mansions back up to my family farm. I get letters every week from the HOA complaining about the tractors sitting in the field at the front of my property. On a farm? Okay. Where it can...
Like, what?
Yeah. Where it can be seen from the street. We're working that field and the tractor is necessary. I've had them complain about my barns, outbuildings, and the sounds of the large tractor when I'm seeding, and once have my grandfather... Once my grandfather saw some people he didn't recognize checking out the barn. Went out with his double-barrel 12-gauge to see what they were up to. They were HOA inspectors who declared their right to inspect the building to make it sure it met HOA rules. Bro, my grandfather is not politically correct, and I was very pleased he restrained himself from using the... from using the 00 buckshot to register his opinion of trespassers. And yes, our property is fenced and posted. Dude. I was informed by the HOA that they were going to fine me $1,000 a day until the offending...
Okay, yeah, they bought this property next to a fucking farm. Maybe don't do that. Like, what? Okay, I'm very interested.
Striations? I don't know what a striation is.
Wait, where?
$1,000 a day until the offending... Striations? Striations? I don't... Striations? And machinery was removed. I informed them that I and my property were not part of the HOA, and if their inspectors set foot on my property again, I would have them arrested or let my grandfather loose with the double barrel. They went nuts, called the county sheriff. Having lived here for generations, I know the sheriff. He came out, asked me what was going on, and I told him. He also visited the HOA and heard their demands that he take immediate action to protect their inspectors. They were less than happy when he informed them that since my property is posted and fenced, I was well within my rights to not allow them on my land. Also, because of our livestock, a 12 gauge is not unreasonable because of predators. He also informed them that I am not a member of the HOA. I have no requirements to allow them on my land, and if he gets another call, he will arrest the inspectors for criminal trespass.
Yes.
Yes. Nice. God, love sheriffs.
Good. Right?
I have sent a letter from the HOA's lawyer. Been sent a letter from the HOA's lawyer telling to cease and desist all operations until they get the court date because they are suing me for damaging the value of their property.
My God.
Oh my God. I forwarded it to my lawyer, who, after he got done laughing, was amazed because a court has to issue a cease and desist order, and secondly, we've been here farming for 4 generations. I've spoken to the HOA board and told them to leave us alone, or we'll be more than happy to play our lawyer is better than their lawyer. I was informed that the developer of their property assured them I'd be selling my land for development to an organization like his that has since resolved into either they were more than a little... into the ether... I don't know why he put a fucking parenthesis. It seems like it. Like, are you a child? How do you not know how to type anything?
Yeah, there's shit. Also, all of the 2s she's reading, it's TOO, but it's meant to be TO. But like every single one's TO.
Yeah, I'm trying to make this English as best as possible.
It's a mess.
They were more than a little surprised when I told them that we're currently training the 5th generation to take over and we have no intention to sell our farm, period. Seemed the developer left them with the impression that I was selling my property to be developed like the neighbors had been, only to take his money and run. God have mercy on overzealous HOAs. Yeah, so I would be suing the developer, suing the HOA, and telling them that they are getting a restraining order. Like, yeah. Nah. Yeah. Like, the developer should definitely, like, be sued, because that's false advertisement, for sure. Like, there has to be rules against that.
I agree. Like, this is such a fucking...
Also, at this point, like, they're harassing you. So absolutely. I would be calling the police. Like, I would be calling the police. I would be, like, nah. I same.
Get off my property, hose! Like,
I'd be like, I would literally be like, if you step a single fucking inch, if you bend a single goddamn blade of grass on my fucking property, bitch, shot on the spot. Cause what the fuck? I've lived here for 5 generations. Or the house has been here for 5 generations of my family. And you think you're gonna come overdevelop the fucking area, try to hike up the fucking property rent, you know, because I'm sure they're not buying the houses, they're fucking renting them out. I'm sure if they're this concerned about, like, oh yeah, these also gonna develop, oh, the property, like, oh, we need to up the value. Like, if they were only selling it, I don't think they'd be as concerned, because they just sell it, lie to the people buying it, and then it'd be off their hands. But I'm guessing they're at least renting some of them, because that way they have a more vested interest. Because, like, it's weird as fuck that they would even, A, build up development up against the back of a farm, and then B, think that they have the right as an HOA to go out of the property lines of the HOA and try to like enforce their rules. Like, that's so fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I would be... The lawyers would have been involved so long ago for me.
Yeah, I wonder...
I would not have waited.
How it turned out.
The first fucking letter, I would be like, got it. So, I'm in writing having my lawyer send you a cease and desist. Like, the fuck? That's crazy.
Oh, wait.
What are the comments?
Sorry, so he has a post in Family Drama. It just says, am I the asshole for refusing relatives' demand to sell property inherited? So I don't know, I'm just kind of confusing if that was about the farm. I was trying to find an update because there wasn't one in the comments. So I'm looking, trying to see if there is a update. Still scrolling. He posts a lot, so. But like, how can you say this without an update? I need to know.
Yeah, seriously.
Fuck. Yeah, he posts a lot. God damn it. Oh, he has a post called Entitled Bimbo. I can't read it.
Oh my god.
Do we want to get heated or not?
Maybe.
Put it in Entitled People.
LMAO. This guy. Vlad.
Right, Vlad 666. Like, what a guy. What a guy.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Yep. We're trying,
so
guys.
Funny.
Okay, yeah, no, HOA wants a war. Nope, there has been nothing posted with an update.
Yep, no update. Well, probably they fucked off because they realized they were going to lose that battle.
Yep.
Which, good.
Okay, well, let me see the next one. It's about pizza delivery.
All right, yeah, pizza delivery, let's go.
That was pretty crazy. All right, pizza. It's loading. Okay. HOA got entire subdivision banned from pizza delivery.
Bimbos are people too.
I'll post the link in chat if I remember for the bimbo story. Disclaimer, I did not live in this HOA, but I did live down the street. Okay, so we're gonna set the Wayback Machine to circa 2000 on this one. Gas is cheap, cell phones were small, and my Ford Escort got amazing gas mileage. As the now ex-wife and I were struggling with our bills, she decided that the easiest thing for her was for me to get a second job to try to catch up and then get something into savings. I've seen the sign in the window of a local pizza shop, which was named after a popular game played with small rectangular pieces that was at, what the fuck? Why did he say it like that? Anyway, game played with small rectangular pieces that was advertising 12 to 16 an hour for drivers. That was a lie. She badgered me into applying. Fast forward a couple of months and I have settled into my mind-numbing routine of working 60 to 70 hours a week at 2 jobs. On this particular day, I was scheduled to work on Saturday, which was hit or miss for tips. You see, our delivery area was very...
Nouveau.
Thank you. I'm not fancy.
Nouveau riche.
Yes, combined with scattered groups of Florida
I only know that because my mom
redneck.
always says that.
Really?
Yeah,
what
it's
is
like
it?
An old person thing. It means new rich.
New rich.
It means you just... It's like new money.
Yeah, okay. Okay, scattered with groups of Florida rednecks. You would have a gated community with
You say A like that's you.
I gotta rep my state. Anyway,
You live in like the least redneck area.
I know. I am far from it, but like I know exactly the situation he's describing.
Although you could never be too far from it.
No, you can't. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. Like, gated communities with McMansions right next to the trailer park. Like, that is so Florida. It's painful.
Oh, Florida.
Oddly enough, the smaller the house and cheaper the car, the bigger the tip, which factors
that makes
into
sense.
the story. Right? On this particular Saturday, a local HOA was throwing a pizza party for the residents. I think they were celebrating the last house being sold or moving the HOA.
Wait, the HOA was throwing a pizza party? Okay.
Allegedly, to
celebrate. Not where I thought this was going.
Nope. I'm very confused where this is going to go. By the way, this was the second top of all time story on this subreddit, which is why I'm like, we have to do it. So I'm very curious to see what happens.
Same.
So moving the HOA from the developer to the board or something, meaning referring to why they're having this pizza party. Anyway, they ordered a ton of pizza, so much so that the manager had scheduled extra kitchen staff. Oh my god. And had them show up an hour early just for this one order. He even gave them a discount on the pizza since they ordered so much. What the fuck? How much pizza did they get?
Dang,
I kind of wish he said.
They had to come in an hour early? The fuck?
Right, and they
I'd be like, I'm getting paid double, right? Like.
Yeah, okay. There were so many pies, it took myself and another driver 2 trips apiece to deliver it all?
Just get more drivers.
Tell us how many they ordered. Okay.
That's like 100 boxes of pizza. Like, what the fuck?
Seriously. Yeah, how many people are in this HOA?
I hate my fucking computer notifications. Holy shit, that was loud. Sorry, guys. My computer has, like, notifications on.
So you are
Go away. Fucking giving me YouTube notifications.
Yeah, I finally turned the Google Chrome ones off.
I need to turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off right
now. Top three dots on the notification, you can just turn it off from there.
No, I'm going into settings.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna accidentally click on shit again. Make us listen to fucking Phil DeFranco. Anyway, keep going.
So when we got the last boxes of pizza delivered, the manager wrote a check for the total. Couple $100 and change, rounded up to the next dollar for our this sounds like it was a lot more than $100 of pizza. Like,
yeah, what?
Crazy.
How is that $100? How cheap is your fucking pizza? How small is your car? What is happening? Is your pizza like $1 each and like you have a bike? Like, I'm confused.
This doesn't make sense. Okay. So he rounded up to the next dollar for our tip. So I left and went back to the store. The manager asked me how much of a tip I got, to which I replied 87 cents. He didn't believe me, so I showed him the check. He then asked me if I was messing with him and if they had given me a cash tip. Nope, he went off. He walked over to the phone, called the managers of the HOA, cussed her out for not tipping his drivers, after he had discounted the order, and scheduled extra staff just for her order, and told her that he was entering the entire...
for your boss, dang.
Yeah, entire subdivision into the computer as a do not deliver. He then hung up, opened the cash register, and gave each of us a $20 bill for the guy. To this day, I have no idea if any of the residents were ever able to... Okay, so this was an interesting story, but yeah, it had nothing to do with the actual... I guess it does have to do with HOA. They were pieces of shit and didn't tip. But
yeah, but if they didn't actually... I'm confused at the whole, like...
They're like making it like
banned from pizza delivery.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean the entire subdivision is banned? Like, the people that live there aren't? I'm confused.
I think what happened is they must, like, on their end have a way to, like, input, I guess addresses like that or do not deliver, and I guess they just did that. So if someone, I guess, puts in their address, like, it doesn't matter with the name, it matters with the address. However, didn't he say, it was in the 2000s?
Entering the entire subdivision into the computer is do not deliver, like...
Yeah, because it was early 2000s,
I don't know.
So I don't know either. Let's read the comments. Okay, I want to read this comment. It's like a top comment. When I was the boss at Lackluster Moving Pictures... Wait, is this a real story? Wow. Lackluster Moving Pictures? Was this like a joke? I don't know.
I see it.
Many, many moons ago, yes, I'm old, a customer got mad over his late fees. He chucked his member card directly into my very pregnant employee's face. It actually
Why was she at work when she was very pregnant? Pay her to stay at home.
Victim blaming! Oh my god. I know, I'm kidding. But actually struck her, quickly left the store. My employee was just sobbing. I comforted her and told her to go hang out in the office until she was ready to come back out. What this jackass seemed to forget was we knew his name, that linked to his account, which had all sorts of personal information on it, like address, phone, driver license number. It was all caught on camera, too. I called the police to report an assault on an employee. He didn't get arrested, but he sure got talked to by the police, who I also knew run a video store in a small Texas town, and you now know everyone. My husband would get annoyed at the grocery store due to people stopping. Would get annoyed at the grocery store due to people stopping me to talk. Even happened at the movie theater. Do you know everybody? He asked. Yes, I do, and they like me because I'm a nice person.
God, that's my mom.
I believe it.
I hate being around people like that.
Oh, same.
I'm like, holy shit, can we do our task?
Yeah, that's why I'm really glad.
Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to everyone. What the fuck?
Yeah, not in his hometown, because that's how it is. Like, everybody knows him, and it's super annoying. Like, go away.
And it's like the people who are like that don't realize how fucking annoying it is for everyone else that's with them.
Right.
They just start on a whole conversation.
Yep.
And it's like, holy shit, shut up.
Yep. Also how my dad is. So completely for you. Well, that was the story. I'm a little bummed though. We'll just move on to the next one because I picked it because again, it was like
it sounds like a good story, but no.
It's not. Like,
I thought like the HOA was gonna ban pizza from
me too. That's what I thought from the title. Exactly. That's
not you were banning the HOA.
Yeah, like that's not as exciting.
Like I mean, go off, I guess, but like.
Good question, Katie. I don't remember what I asked, but yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That.
Okay.
I really wanted it to be that so bad.
Right? Me too. Okay, this next one, again, very captivating title, so it's all yours. Hopefully it doesn't let us down.
Okay, and then after this one, I think I have to pee.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Get rid of my lady hair that came with the house. Oh, sorry. Lady layer, not hair.
Oh! Wait. I read it as hair. So, oh wow, I'm sorry. I read it as hair. Wow.
I also just read it as hair, so you're good.
I read it as hair, so okay. Anyway, layer. This makes more sense.
Get rid of my lady layer that came with the house. Sorry, HOA, you approved the sale. When we bought our house, the largest in the hood and the original showcase home for the development, there was a shed in the backyard, my lady lair, if you will. The home sale was approved by HOA and a letter of no violations was issued. Wait, why do they have to approve the sale? That's weird as fuck to me. Why the fuck are they having to approve the sale? Why do they have anything to do with the sale?
Do they can
they don't own the house.
Do they get to turn down people though? Like people they don't want in?
What? That's crazy.
How is that allowed?
That feels like it would get
fucking what's that word?
Non-politically correct very quickly.
Yes, agree. Okay, anyway.
Anyway. All good, right? The home, unfortunately, came with scads of abandoned property. Huh?
What?
I don't know what that means. Within 24 hours of taking possession of our home, the former owners broke back in to remove what was now legally ours.
Oh! Okay, so yeah, leave the place, so furniture, whatever you leave is, abandoned, and the new tenants. Okay, that's what they meant. Okay.
Okay. A suitable story for entitled people. I stopped at the security guard shack to inquire about ensuing that the former owner's gate codes were inactivated and to keep an eye out for any attempt at continued entry into the gated hood. Wow, you're in a gated neighborhood too. The guard assured me he would handle it and I went on my way. That evening, the guard came to my house to give me additional info I might need and offered security cam footage for the police. I thanked him for taking the time to make me feel safe in my new home, but before he left, he said, just to warn you, the HOA will go after you for your shed. They want it gone. Dang. This is a homie right here. Like, he's gonna give you footage for the police and warning you about the HOA? Like, okay. I see. After a bit more discussion, he informed me that former owners were not only batshit crazy, but had gone toe-to-toe with the HOA over the shed. 3 years, and lawyers all around the HOA finally said, F it. This is costing us too much money, and their lawyer is better than ours, and dropped the whole thing. Within 2 weeks, I had 2 different neighbors tell me the HOA would give me problems over the shed. Fun! At the 3-week mark, an inspector from the county showed up to tell me he was investigating an anonymous complaint about code violations in the shed, visible only if you stood on my property. Was in violation with the county as there was no permit for it. I was livid and already considering what avenues I had to keep my shed or win compensation for the loss of property when the code enforcer smiled a devious smile at me, handed me a printout and said, all you need to do is fill this out, pay $50 to the county, and you will be in code compliance. He then said... Right. I'm like, he then said that Mr. Little Man Syndrome, oops, cough, cough, I mean the anonymous complainant cannot touch your shed after that. Oh, another homie. Okay, I see. The key here is that 4 years ago, when they were battling the former residents, the county did not permit sheds, and the bylaws said all additional property structures require permits. If there is no permit, the HOA can order the removal and fine the resident until it's gone. 2 years ago, the county started permitting sheds, and HOA was unaware of the change. I paid my $50, got the permit, making my lady lair code compliant and untouchable by the HOA. I also made a new friend in code enforcement, and all is well in my 150 square foot slice of heaven.
Wow.
Top comment. This is not where I was expecting this to go, but still a nice ending. Same.
Oh, I want to read this. Or if you can. I mean, it's a comment.
Oh my god, I kept reading it as my lady hair and didn't know what the fuck it was gonna be about. Yes!
Wait! Why did we all do that? I even sent it to you, I think, as lady hair.
You did.
Yeah,
that is so fucking funny. Someone else said they also did.
What?
That is so funny.
Wow.
That's so funny.
Okay, so the comment below, I don't know if you want to read that, and then OP's reply, it's kind of long.
Oh, yeah, you do it.
Oh, okay. So someone said, I love this story, but I must know, what did former owners steal, and how did they break in?
Yeah, same.
OP, we allowed them a 6-week closing instead of the typical 4. On the day of closing, when the property and anything left in it legally became ours, they still had a ton of stuff in the house. In closing, we allowed them use of the garage until 9 p.m., so anything they wanted to claim as theirs, they needed to move by 5 p.m. into the garage, and then at 9 p.m., the garage door would be closed and all property would be officially classified as abandoned. That is complicated. Okay. The next day, they entered the backyard, crawled through the dog door, and removed items like lounge chairs by the pool, as well as entered the home and took things from the fridge. I chose not to go to the police about it because even though legally it was abandoned property and now mine, I didn't want to be that petty bitch. In the same respect, entering my property and home is unacceptable, and I contacted the real estate agent to forward the message that if it happened again, I would have the police after them in a hot second. I had a locksmith at the house at 6 a.m. to change all locks, and I padlocked the yard gates. Haven't heard from them since. Okay.
Dang.
That's not... But, like, that sucks. They had 2 extra weeks than normal. I mean, God.
Yeah, like, why does it take that long?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like they didn't actually want to move and they thought they could kind of bully them into letting them stay longer for free. Mm-hmm. That's what it seems like.
True. That's...
Seems like a scam. Seems like a scam.
Oh, that very scammy, but I'm glad they, like, you know, that they, like...
But also, call the cops, dude. Call the fucking cops. Like, I don't care that, like... I don't care that, like, oh, it was their stuff. I don't care. They had 6 weeks, and they just broke and entered. Like, no.
6 weeks, like...
Yeah, like, they had way too much fucking time. Like...
Yeah, that's insane. Very insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one, lady.
All right. I gotta pee first. So talk chat for a sec. I'll be right back.
Will do. Here, guys. You know, I'll read the bimbo story. How about that? I'll try to read some of it. So let's go. Bimbo. Continue. My friend and I were working a part-time college job for the holiday break. We're standing at the register on night. It's been slow, not many people because it's freezing cold, sleet, snow, really a crappy night. Then in walks or struts this early 20s, dirty blonde who seemed to have put on her outfit with spray can. As a general rule, we always that customers with respect, but this girl did everything she could to get attention of both of us. I look in the mirror often enough to know that I don't usually attract model stunning young women. This girl did everything except strip on the counter. She made sure to lean over to check products that were on bottom shelves that had a clear line of sight with us cashiers. She came over and asked both of us questions about the location of certain products while leaning forward to ensure we got an excellent view down her tightrope that lacked a bra. I did my best to keep my attention on her face. No easy feat. She finally struts down an aisle, and I'm still wondering why a girl this attractive is flirting with me or my buddy that evening. I just happened to glance up at the mirror mounted on the corner of the aisle to check for a shot. Everybody is fucking calling me. My sister has called me. My dad has called me. Now my boyfriend has called me, which is a little more understandable. But anyway, okay. So to check for shoplifting, no to check the way she was stretching those jeans. I had to look a second time. She picked up a bottle of Svedka Swedish vodka, a substantial, also perfect bottle with almost no neck, and shoved it under her tight top. She then struts towards the register to grab a pint of vodka, flirt some more, thinking we'll be so flustered we'll let her walk away with it. I asked her if she intended to pay for the bottle of vodka she stuffed into her top. She tried acting furious and acted insulted. My friend has called the cops, and this idiot turns on her heels and runs to the back into the ladies' room and locks the door. The police arrive, and I pull a security video of her snagging the bottle and running into the powder room. The officers bang on the door and identify themselves as police and tell her to come out because she isn't going to like it if they have to come in. The girl opens the door and staggers out. She's emptied half of the bottle and can barely walk. The officers asked me if we wanted the half empty back, and I agreed. After I grabbed some gloves, I knew where the bottle had been, and the cops had a DVD copy of the security tape, and she left in handcuffs. People are amazing. Wow, guys. I mean, I kind of wish he didn't call her a bimbo, but whatever. Like, just call her a shoplifter, sir. One that you were admittedly attracted to. But, yeah, that was... No, this was posted, like, years ago. That was the same guy who posted, the whole farm HOA story, like the first one we read. So, yeah, seems like he lives quite a life, I guess you could say. Yeah, I still can't believe I read that one as lady hair. Like, and then other people did too. Like, how did our brains blip like that? I don't know. But I'm kind of sad it wasn't lady hair. Like, I saw that title and it was like, what does this mean? You know, what does hair and HOA? How does the story come together? So I'm a little let down, but...
Hi, I'm back.
Okay, hello.
Ugh.
Alrighty. Right? I know, Vincent.
Oh, God. So what was the bimbo story?
Nothing great. Just some bimbo, in his words, and she shoplifted and the police came. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah. You know,
okay.
Typical shit.
Hi, you need things, doggy? Fine. Fine.
Alright, I shall read the next one.
There you go. There you go. Ah! Bubbles. Don't bite, mama.
So, right. FHOA owner banned from going on HOA property. All right, we have a lot of things to keep straight here.
Wait, here, let me find it. Not you. Dude, my phone refreshes every time and I have to scroll back.
Same. I hate it.
Okay, let's go.
Again,
wait, FHOA? Fuck
yeah,
HOA?
I don't know what that means.
Does it mean fuck HOA? It must.
Huh? We think so? Okay.
It must just be fuck HOA.
Yeah, also, guys, I mentioned it earlier.
I wanted lady hair to ruin a house sale.
Top HOA, like, subreddit, and these are, like, the top posts ever. So, I mean, I tried. I tried my best.
Yeah.
I have been harassed by the HOA ever since moving here 3 years ago. They now have fined me for my dogs accidentally getting out using the county dog ordinance, which states dogs must be within voice command. I was there within minutes of my dog's altercation. There was no dog fight. The owners of the dogs filed a potential dangerous dog citation and wanted me to pay for her veterinarian bills as the dogs hurt themselves when they rammed the fence. It was proven in small claims court that their injuries were pre-existing over a period of years, arthritic changes, hip dysplasia, and the judge dismissed the case and the dog citation. They claim they can fine using the dog ordinance rules and put a $250 lien on the house.
I'm sorry, a $250 lien?
Which, like, what does that even accomplish?
Why would you put, that's such a small amount of money to put as a lien on the house.
Why isn't that just a fine? A $250 fine.
Weird as fuck. That sounds like a scam.
Yeah. I asked for written proof or written proof of paperwork, which allowed them to do this billing and lien. When I went back the next day, the PM would not let me in, but banged on the window for me to go home and read the email she sent. In the email, it was said that the lien had been filed and the board would continue their ban on me going onto any common grounds of the HOA. I was banned over a year ago in response to me protesting their dump. They have an illegal dump and a dangerous potential fire hazard. This dump is in violation of their own CCR rules. I've taken many photos of people dumping stove ashes, trash, broken bottles, dog, and chicken feces. Ew. One time a man blocked my way from coming across the street. I just photographed him dumping stove ashes. He called me a dumb bitch and said I was just a renter prior. I have had my tires slashed. I now leave my outside lights on all the time. I feel I'm in danger. The deputy sheriff said he wouldn't live here. I get no support from the sheriff's office. I am harassed. My name has been slandered, stalked. I live alone and have hired an addy? An addy? What the hell is that? Do you know? I don't know.
Wait, where is
it? Out of town. Towards the very end, after slandered and stalked, I live alone and have hired an addy.
Attorney.
Oh, okay. Attorney. He's out of town and does not know of the newest development of being banned from the HOA building. The president claims there's only grass clippings and branch cuttings being dumped. Last year, I watched 4 dump truck loads of tree trunks, complete with roots, was dumped there. I have nearly 100 photos. This is a hot mess of a post. What is she getting at?
I have a lot of
What about her dog? What with the chicken?
Okay, so like, if this was an Am I the Asshole, you'd be the asshole. Or everyone sucks here. Because like, you let your dogs out and they attacked, it seems like, another dog. You said there was no dog fight, but like, how did the other dogs get rammed into a fence?
So I think what she was getting at is because these dogs, like whoever the neighbor's dogs are, were like so upset, they were probably charging the fence when they saw her dog loose on the other side of the fence. Is my guess. I could be wrong.
Okay, that would make sense.
Either way, but either way,
your dog should not be fucking loose. That is completely your fault.
Yep.
Second, you're doing all this work of taking pictures and oh my god, they have an illegal dump. Okay, are you gonna report it or are you just gonna hold on to the photos and bitch about it? Because like
use it.
I don't care if you're not gonna actually take action to do something about it. Like, it'd be one thing if you took action, told the city, and the city refused to do anything. That's not seeming to be what fucking happened here. Like, it seems like you were just mad about it and you're fighting with them and you like having a fight with them because it seems like maybe you have something entertaining to do. Because, like, you can't even pay attention enough to your dogs to know that they got out until a few minutes later. Like,
bitch, I found the best reply. Like, it's the 3-part reply, okay? Person 1, sentence, structure. I'm trying my hardest. However, I'm unable to decipher what the fuck is happening here.
Yes.
Someone replies, she's 68. She's trying and is easy to understand despite grandma
I'm sorry.
issues.
No. Being 68 does not mean you can't fucking type or use English. Actually, you should be better at it. They used to teach typing and like fast typing because they wanted you to be a secretary back in school, especially women. So like, fuck off with that. Nah.
He replied, thank you. I just come from the HOA where I was locked out and wrote the first very rough draft. I'm frustrated, overwhelmed. I'm 68, but not crippled, but overwhelmed with what is going on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, bitch, it doesn't make you look good. Now you're just replying, or you're reacting very emotionally, which sounds like what you do all the time. So
it's like, this post seems like it was written by a fucking teenager who's never had to interact with, like, organizations or, like, real life before. Because it's like, if this is all happening and stuff, just go to the police. Go tell the city. Like, I'm very confused at how she thinks she's the victim here.
Funny you say that. I have never been so challenged, degraded, and wondering if it's all worth the battle. I am overwhelmed. I have the backing of a 30 retired police officer who also written a letter in disagreement with the HOA, and he says it is illegal as well. I also have talked with others in the vicinity, and they are in agreement with me, but of course do not want to get involved, which I understand. Girl, you're wrong. You're in the wrong.
Hey, like, what? Like, you let your dog out. Like, that's... You're not even taking basic care of your pet. Like, I'm so confused.
And it did upset the other dog. No, they didn't get an altercation. But, like, you don't even didn't upset the dog.
Just like, because... My thing is, like, also, like, okay, just because they had arthritis and other stuff before doesn't mean that couldn't have made it worse.
Exactly. I was about to say, maybe they had a
like, you should, if you take an action or inaction that leads to another person's pet being injured, you pay the vet bill. Period. Mm-hmm. Like, what? That's, like, bizarre as fuck to me. And then the fact she thinks she's being harassed because they want to fine her over it. Like, I think she doesn't understand how that, like, what the actual number they're trying to put the lien on for, or if they're actually putting a lien, because that does not make fucking sense at all. I think she's misunderstanding that in some way, and she's, like, doesn't know how to explain it, and that's why it's coming across as, like, that's not even a real thing that is happening, because that doesn't make fucking sense. Like, who puts a $250 lien on someone's house? That is not a thing that people do, nor would ever, like, be allowed to have. It's such a small fucking amount. Like, does she mean 250,000? Does she mean 225,000? I'd even give her 250,000. Like, what? Anything. Like, it doesn't fucking make any sense. Mm-hmm. And the fact that she's 68. Like, has she, like, recently become a widow or something, and her husband took care of everything up until this point? Like, I'm so fucking confused.
Oh, like, that's her only post. Fuck, it's her only post.
It's so weird. Like, it's so weird. This does not add up to me. Oh, I found a reply. Okay. Someone responded to the she's 68 blah 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 and said, responded to the sentence structure one and said, Russian account trying to make his first real American looking post before he heads to some other. So I guess they're responding to someone else who was, like, being stupid. And then someone else responds, I was never treated this way at my last something American style home. And then OP says, yes, I feel like I'm living in a foreign country or something. Like, what is happening? And then someone else responds to this thread in a different way, and someone says, judging by the number of replies by her, I would suspect bipolar disorder in a manic phase over her being a Russian troll. Like, what is happening in these comments right now? What the fuck is going on? What is happening? There's, like, a bunch of deleted ones, and, like, I can't tell what's going on. Like, what the fuck is going on in these comments? What the heck? Oh my god, no way. Wait, OP responds again. I have rewritten it completely. I hope I clarified things a little more clearly. I guess I couldn't write when I am angry. Banned from using HOA property. I have been very vocal about a dump area that has become a fire hazard directly across the street from me. It is in violation of CCR. I am now an owner on the deed. Prior to that, I was considered a renter and treated worse than anything. Hope this clarifies it. I should have proofread my writing. Sorry. They want the dumping area to remain, so everyone is up in arms because I am against it. They're trying to force me to move. That doesn't add up to me, because I don't know a single person that would be okay with living next to a dump. So I highly doubt you're the only neighbor that's upset about it.
Right.
Like,
right.
huh?
No, this doesn't make any sense.
I'm so confused.
Same. Wow. Okay then, Lacey's baby, you need some help. Like, there's a struggle.
Uh-huh. Wait, she has, like, another account?
I don't know. That's what I'm looking
at. Wait, I found another one. Someone said that happened. And then someone said, I'm 68. What is a keyboard? Hope she finds justice, real or imagined. And then so someone else... someone else... Oh, wait, no. I think that person was making fun of her. No, yeah, they said I'm 68. What is a keyboard? I think they're making fun of the fact that she's claiming to be 68 and that's why she can't use a keyboard. And then someone else responded, also not getting that it was a joke, and was like, odd username for an 86-year-old. And then she responds, it is a horse's name and her foal was born 2016, so whatever. I'm not a frail 68. I work out, walk, take care of 3 dogs, and can do a day of hard work, and yet can't figure out when your dogs leave. Okay. I am never again going to put my age. This is the type of stupid response I get. Jesus, it will happen to you too if you live long enough. I am not a normal 68. I work out, volunteer, and take care of 3 dogs. I am not frail or demented. Thank you. And then they respond again, the person who was making fun of her. I use humor to diffuse tension. I honestly meant that I hope you find justice. And then she responds, thank you.
Wow.
Like, what is happening? Why is she like putting her life on the line in the comments right now?
Oh shit,
over her
I gotta
age.
my laptop charger. Hold on.
Okay. Bruh, chat, if you could see all of these responses, like, I'm not even reading half of them. Like, there is... Someone said, because reading your post gives me the impression you are insane. Oh my god. And then she responded to that saying, interesting concept. Never have considered that. I appreciate your insight, but I'm afraid you missed the target, old boy. I do not know how to explain it any clearer than I have in my Reddited story. Either you believe it or you don't, but I do not think you are qualified to tell me I am insane. Maybe I am insane. Hadn't ever thought about it, but now you give me an idea. I should find out, don't you think, before I do something drastic, like running down the middle of the street screaming my head off. Wouldn't that be insane? What? What is happening? Like, she seems like the crazy neighbor. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she seems like the crazy neighbor. What is happening? What the fuck? Oh my god. Like, I'm so confused why she thinks being 68 makes it so her post is, like, allowed to not make sense. Like, I'm so confused, bro. Weird. So weird. I'm waiting for Katie. I have the next one lined up, though. Fine, I'll give you a piece of my waffle, you little fucking puppy. You're so cute. Middles. Alright, you can... So? Don't steal. Don't steal. You kind of bit my hand when you took that a little bit. It's okay, though. Right? Like, she seems like the crazy one. Like, I don't know. Like, if they were, like, that's just so weird to me that everyone else in the neighborhood is totally just fine with living next to a dump and she's the only one complaining. Like, no way. There's no way. Watch it, she just, like, actually just lives next to the dump and she's like, they put a dump here! Meanwhile, she doesn't even have neighbors.
Okay.
Yay!
I'd get that all out of the way.
I have a theory. She actually just lives next to the dump and she's complaining about it.
She seems like not
right?
well.
Dude, I found more comments. Wait, I found more comments. You were gone. But I found someone, I need to read it out again because it's fucking hilarious. Oh god, I need to find it. Hold on. Sorry. Okay,
There's so many. Like...
Okay, this. Okay, someone said, because reading your post gives me the impression you are insane. And she responds twice. The first one says, interesting concept. Never have considered that. I appreciate your insight, but I am afraid you missed the target, old boy. I do not know how to explain it any clearer than I have in my Reddited story. Either you believe it or you don't, but I do not think you are qualified to tell me I am insane. And she responds again. Maybe I am insane. Had never thought about it, but now you give me an idea. I should find out, don't you think? Before I do something drastic, like running down the middle of the street screaming my head off. Wouldn't that be insane?
Wait. Like, can you send me the link to the comment? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it?
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
So she's not well. I mean, that's pretty
No, she's clearly not good. Not okay.
Also, a $250 lien would make sense if she is, like, just living by a dump homeless. I mean, that would make sense. For a house?
Yeah, like, bro, I'm so confused.
Oh, wait.
None of it makes sense.
The people are completely AWOL and disrespectful. I will never put my age in another article that I write. It sprouts all different types of weeds. Amazing how disrespectful people can be.
Dude, we're making fun of you because saying you're 68 is irrelevant and doesn't make sense as why you can't explain and write things.
Do you think you're superior in some sense? That I am a doddering old person? If you all make it to 68, if someone doesn't kill you in the meantime, consider yourself lucky and let me know how it feels when you get there, assholes.
Doesn't she seem like a bitter old crazy lady?
What a gal.
Like, holy shit. Methane poisoning. Dude, like, maybe the smells from the trash are getting to her head, because what the fuck?
Also, she mentions the $250 lien again, and she, like, put 250.00. So it's absolutely not 250K.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird.
Sorry if I'm not up to your standards of punctuation and capitalization. Get over it.
Girl, it's like not even that though. It's like
no, it's
hard
not
as fuck to understand at all. Like none of it makes sense. Even if it was properly punctuated, the story just doesn't add up at all. Like
I probably am insane
60
for living
is the
here
new
and putting
30.
up with this horrible bunch of crows, but I have a very good friend here as well. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Wait, you have a friend there? And they're not complaining about the trash? Like, I just don't buy that no one else would be upset about an illegal dump.
Yeah.
No one.
She gets super heated. Listen, a-hole, I am not old. You will get to where I am if someone doesn't kill your worthless ass of a person.
Oh my god. Like, people aren't making fun of you because you're old. It's like, dude, that's just doesn't make sense.
Wait. Oh
my god.
Oh, right. I'm going to write a book on that? Question mark? I think not.
What?
I was only trying to tell a story. Sorry if I come off as nutty. I am nuts to stay here and put up with this brutality and bullying. You're right. I probably am nuts. I am completely insane to try and right or wrong. Yes, insanity it is. She is off her old lady rocker.
Oh my god.
This was good. Wow.
Yeah, that one was crazy. That one got wild in the comments. Holy
oh my god,
shit.
wait. She tried to get salty. Someone posted something from Imgur. I don't know what it is now, but she replied, "Is this your mother?"
No, bro.
You're not using your telepathic powers very well. Truth sometimes can be more unbelievable than a lie. Try it sometime.
She's just built different.
I can't with her. Yeah, okay, I'm done. She's wild.
Yeah, I am right and everyone else is wrong energy. Exactly. Exactly. Like, that's crazy. Okay, next one. HOA wants me to join, so I do. Just not how they expected. All right. All right, this is a long one, guys. Holy shit. This is a long one, guys.
You don't have to. Yeah,
no, I got this. I got it. I got this. I got this. Okay. All right, I'm gonna smoke first. I'm gonna smoke first. I got this.
Let me know.
All right.
That might be like the longest Reddit post
I got this. Seen. This is so long. I didn't even know you could make Reddit posts this long. Nah, you're good. You're good.
Here, I'll post it in chat in case you want to like follow along. It's really long, guys. Like really long. Okay, chat.
Okay, we got this.
All right. There you guys go. It should be in chat.
Oh my god, go out. Go out! Fuck! Dude, I can never make my bowls go out. I have to just fucking burn my hand to do it. It's fine though.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah, it's not actually burning my hand. Unlike other times on stream. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, look at my finger. Can't even tell. Can't even tell where I burnt an entire chunk of my skin off. Haha.
Put the glue gun, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I've learned if you burn yourself, if you get hot glue directly on your skin, put it in cold water. Don't try to take the glue off.
I would definitely not try to take the glue off. No.
It was literally like my instant reaction.
Ew.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I mean, I feel like that's a reasonable reaction, but...
I think that just shows that my flight or fight response is definitely flight.
True.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, but... Yeah, you can... It's like kind of like darker in the area. You can like kind of see where it was. But like, it doesn't feel... It feels like normal skin and there's no dent.
Yeah, that's really good.
Which is the crazy part. Because like... Yeah. I was worried I was gonna have a dent.
Yeah,
but apparently skin is a crazy organ.
It is.
Like, dang. Dermatologists probably have a very interesting job. Okay, anyway. Let's see.
I can't believe how long this is. It better be fucking the best.
It looks like it's good. It looks like it's a good one. Someone suggested I cross-post this here. And they could also go in Pro Revenge, apparently, so... Sounds like a good one. Anything that could go in Pro Revenge is definitely a win for me.
A good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this story is about a property I own, but rent out. This may sound strange, but I don't think I could afford to live there these days. It becomes somewhat exclusive. Oh, interesting. I've used dollars here because it's what most people are reading will relate this to, but this doesn't even take place in the US, and I've given an approximate dollar value for local currency. Okay. Good to know. Not in the US.
This is going to be very long.
This is going to be very long in all caps.
Yeah, that's my favorite last one of the day, guys. Like, it is
background.
Insane.
Yeah. Okay, 1,000,000 years ago, my property was part of a large farm. I bought it about 30 years ago, long after the farm was broken up, but before there was any development near it. The piece of land I got was near the back entrance that joined into a dirt road that ran past. The more expensive plots were near the tarred road in the front. Okay. I'm gonna sip in between paragraphs so I can get through this. All right. Because that dry mouth is gonna hit me hard. I originally bought a large chunk of the land intending to do some farming, but that never happened. Feel that. About 20 years ago, some of the owners got organized.
Wait, what do you mean you feel that?
Of like, you literally spend a shit ton of money to like do a project and then you just never do it.
Oh, okay, I was like, do you have like hidden farming plans?
I mean, like, I'd love to have a farm,
like a
honestly.
good life. I mean,
it sounds nice.
Like, I'm like, we could get a farm together.
Yeah, we could. Reminds me of my grandma's house. She's got a little farm.
Yeah, yeah.
They grow veggies and shit. I don't know why I called my grandma's house my grandma and grandpa. Anyway. Oh. Rip Kevin! Oh my god, he just texted me. His computer and monitor got fried. Oh my god.
Aww. Well, that's upsetting. Don't know what to say to that other than...
Bruh.
If he has renter's insurance, mine covers that, but I don't know if this does. Could be. It's rough.
Bruh. That's a rip.
Mm-hmm. Big one.
Hold on. Hold on. I can't type.
Good.
Bruh. Alright, I'm gonna send Kevin money after stream so I can get a new one, because holy shit, he needs to do work for me. Just kidding. Sorta. Okay. About 20 years ago, some of the owners got organized. We'll call them the organized owners. Oh. Okay. Isn't that just an HOA? Weird. Okay, whatever. We're fine.
Right.
Just call it that. And had the area designated as a municipal suburb?
Municipal, yeah.
What's that mean?
I've heard that.
I mean, like, I know what it, like, municipality.
Yeah, like other countries.
Is that just like
it's a suburb.
I don't know what it means when it's combined with the word suburb.
On my phone. Let me look it up real quick.
That perfectly cut scream.
Me? Oh,
yeah. It's because the microphone like cut in halfway through the scream.
I typed it in
so
and literally it's just saying it's a suburb, part of a city urban area. Or sorry, like that's obviously just what a suburb is.
Okay.
I think it's
just
literally
like
just a suburb. You just added another word. Yeah.
Okay. The municipality agreed to be put in tarred roads, water and electricity if a certain percentage of the properties were developed. So, okay.
We'll just keep going.
I'm just like, okay, this isn't America, so I'm not gonna understand this no matter what's happening.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I need to let go of it.
Yes, because it's so long.
I'm not gonna understand. I barely understand how it works in America, so I'm not gonna understand another country. We don't even know the country. A construction company linked to the OO went around containing the owners who had land but no buildings, offering to build houses for us at a very, very reasonable price, contingent on them getting a certain minimum amount of people signing up. While this is happening, one of the OO approached me and offered to buy half my property. I agreed, and the money I got for the sale, which is about 4 times what I'd paid for the entire chunk of land 10 years prior, okay, go off, combined with a small loan from the bank, gave me what I needed to pay for a house to be built. It was a fairly large and nice house, too. Cool. I stayed in the house for a few years, and my mom moved in with me. I decided to subdivide the property again and build her a house next to mine. But unfortunately, an undiagnosed tumor took her before the house could even be started. Aww. Well, it was diagnosed, but too late to do anything. Got it. Soon after she died, we moved out of the house and started renting it out. That makes sense. About a few weeks before we moved out, the OO I'd sold the land to started talking about starting an HOA. I wasn't interested and left soon after. Okay, what is the difference?
So so an OO is different than an HOA.
Do they just like not have any control over the neighborhood?
I was supposed to say maybe it's like less official.
It's like not like a contract that the neighbors sign. It's just like a hey, we have a group together. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and now it's becoming like official.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Okay. Where was I? Okay. About 2 years later, the neighborhood OO contacted me. There were 2 roads entering the area these days. The original tarred road was near where the farmhouse had been, and was entered from a fairly busy main road, and my dirt back entrance, which was now a tarred entrance from a wide but not very busy municipal road. The HOA... What country is this? They're using municipal a lot.
You keep reading. Yeah, let me see if I can find
yeah.
profile.
Like, it sounds super familiar. I'm just like, what country is that uses that as like a... Yeah. Is it the... It's not the UK. Is it the UK?
I feel like
it's the UK.
I got
that sounds like
first
something
thing
that's
that popped up was British English when I put in who says tarred road.
Right? That's what I'm like. Like, that was the other thing I was interested. I'm like, so you pay?
Wow, okay, so I'm on the user's profile, another post by them. Serious. People have sent unsolicited, unsolicited. I thought it just said nudes. Never mind. Never mind, I'm in agreement. I thought he was saying, you have sent nudes. Why? What do you think this accomplishes? Never mind. We're good. We're good. Carry on.
That would be so funny. Okay. The HOA was trying to get the old... Hold on. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Just responding to Kevin. He's sending me the computer he wants. Okay. Where was I? Fuck. Okay, whatever. The HOA was trying to get the old farm road blocked off to improve security, improve security and decrease through traffic, and wanted the road next to my property to be the main and only entrance to the HOA community. And they were pressuring me to join. I said no, and I was adamant, and eventually they accepted that, but told me they wanted to have a sign near the road welcoming people to the neighborhood, and the only practical place to put it was on the edge of my property. They also wanted to build a little guard hut and have a security guard permanently monitoring who went in and came out. And they wanted to build his shed on my property. Okay, no.
I don't want to... I'm guessing he's in Australia.
Australia? Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Never mind. Nope, never mind. I take it back. I don't know. Carry on. I thought I found the answer.
Oh, lol. All right, we came to an agreement whereby they would mow the lawn and pay the equivalent of about $35 per month in exchange for the land they needed. Okay, yeah, if you're gonna rent it to them, that's all right. I was very happy with this arrangement since the property was fairly huge and it didn't really cost them anything since they already had a full-time gardening service servicing the HOA. This all happened over a decade ago. They eventually got the other main road blocked off, and the HOA is paying for rent-a-cop to be permanently stationed close to my property, as well as mowing my lawn and paying me enough money for takeaways for the family each month. Takeaways, you're British. That's British. British. You're British.
I got a lot of British vibes, so yeah.
Takeaways, yeah, that's a Brit.
Yeah.
I'm occasionally contacted by members of the HOA to get me to sign up, but I'm really not interested. My property has been rented to the same tenant all these years, and everything there is going well for me. Until about 3 years ago, when someone scared the crap out of my tenant's young daughter by making strange noises and shooting a gun close to her bedroom window 3 or 4 times over about a month.
Jesus.
Wait, this is not the UK. This must be
Anarchy. No,
where is
really
this?
Strict.
Yeah, but if they're in any type of the outback,
I don't want to spoil it, but somebody, I don't know who in the story, according to the OP, they leave the country, meaning that they're in for Australia allegedly. So
okay, so it's not Australia.
Yeah.
So maybe someone in the UK has a license,
perhaps,
for, like, hunting birds.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Okay. We'll detective this bitch. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying.
This scared my tenant, and I guess it scared the HOA because they and my tenant contacted me with a proposal. I joined the HOA, and they gave me exclusions from the HOA rules, including exclusions from paying the monthly fees, and in addition, they will build a wall around the entire HOA neighborhood, including electric fencing and security cameras. They told me they had wanted to do this for a while, but were unwilling to build the wall on my property that was not in the HOA. I couldn't see the downside and so agreed. Okay, honestly, this all sounds fine so far. It could be New Zealand.
Also, actually, another context clue is they spelled organize with a S. So I'm trying to think.
Oh, that's British. That's British.
I think it's British.
That's British.
Okay, sorry guys. We have to detective it.
Oh my goodness. If they have color in here, it's going to be a dead giveaway.
Yes. The OUR. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Alright. The dishonest dealings. Next chapter. It took a little over a year to build a wall and get everything completed, which is quite... Wait, I didn't... Hold on.
A wall, you say?
Which is quite fast. They built a wall. And then a month to the day after everything was done, my tenant got an HOA warning about his dogs barking. He told the HOA that while the property was in the HOA, it was exempt from the rules. The HOA told him that they had canceled the exemptions, and that he had 30 days to comply. He contacted me and I opened some mail I'd gotten from the HOA. I'd ignored it since I was supposed to be exempt from the rules and fees. Man, did I get a surprise. They had retroactively canceled the exemptions and were claiming that I pay late fees going back over a year, that the easement agreement had been canceled, and that they were retroactively canceling it a year back because the HOA contract allowed them to use small unused portions of HOA members' land for the common good use for free, that I refund them the money they had paid for the easement over that period, that I owed them money for the garden service mowing the large lawn, and that I would be fined for each infraction my tenant failed to remedy. Did you have any of this shit in writing before? Because, this started an expensive process involving lawyers and the court system that ended with the judge telling me that what the HOA had done was mostly legal. What? They had the right to revoke the exemptions, but they had to give me 30 days notice. And I was walking to my car, and as I was walking to my car, the neighborhood the one who bought half my land so many years ago, told me that I was stupid to have refused to join when the HOA started, as I could have been a founder member, whatever that means, and that next time I should be sure to understand the documents I signed before signing them. I mean, yeah, you should have read that. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, next chapter, the malicious compliance. Neighbor 00 was right. I should have read the contract better. Also, I was interested in what it meant to be a founding member. Spoiler, nothing. And so when I got home, I grabbed the HOA contract I'd signed, as well as all the other documentation they had provided me with, and started reading. I was determined to break every rule I could find a loophole to break. I didn't get past the first page. While the street address of the property is used to identify it for all practical purposes, in the city records it has a unique property number that has to be used on legal records. When my mom moved in, I'd subdivided the remaining property, but hadn't yet started building on it. And when I gave the HOA the easement for all those years ago, it had been on the property I'd sliced off for my mom. Nice. And when the HOA set up the contract, they'd simply used the property number from the... Wait. They used the one from the easement? No! Amazing! Okay, the next afternoon, the neighborhood 00 delivered and had me sign for 2 documents. One telling me that my exemptions would expire in 30 days. Okay, just don't sign that. And, and one letting me know that the easement would no longer be required after 30 days. I think he was being a bit malicious here because I lived about an hour away from the property and he drove out himself. Okay. The revenge. Exactly 30 days to the hour after the HOA had given me the 30-day notice.
He's very proud of that.
I know, right? I knocked on the neighborhood 00's door. Did I mention he was the president of the HOA? I mean, I could tell. And had him sign for 2 documents. The first was that I planned to build a house on my HOA property, which confused him. And the second was notice that they had 30 days to remove from my property the guard shed, the parts of the electric boom that were on my property, as well as the sign. He tried to engage me, but I ignored him, climbed into my car, and drove off. Early the next morning, I got a call from the HOA lawyer who explained to me that their junk would be staying on my property since it was an unused part of my land. I explained that I was building a house there and that the land would not be unused anymore. I could hear the smirk as he told me that building a second house to be spiteful could not be accepted by courts. I sure hope he could hear the smirk in my voice when I told him that the property in question did not have a house and was, in fact, barely large enough for a house to be built on and would not be large enough for any extraneous buildings. I then told him to go look up the property in question and call me back. I had sliced off just enough to be legal, which was just enough to build a small house. It took them just under 5 days to get back to me. Their lawyer told me that the terms of the easement meant that I could not cancel without their permission, so I emailed him a photo of the document they sent to me canceling the easement. That afternoon, the neighborhood OO invited me to lunch, his treat, to discuss the problem. I said, no thanks. He extended the offer again 2 days later, and I said, no thanks. Others of the original OO contacted me to try and talk. Some sounded aggressive, some sounded sympathetic, and I said no thanks to each of them. Eventually, the lawyer phoned and asked if we could come to some sort of arrangement. I asked what he had in mind. And he told me that he was prepared to discuss exclusions in exchange for access to my property. I said, no thanks, and please don't call me again.
Yeah.
About 9 days before their 30 days was up, I got a call from a different lawyer. He said he wanted to negotiate a surrender. His words, not mine. I agreed to meet him at his office the next day. I'd already had documents drawn up, and the meeting was as simple as me giving him the documents and him reading them over. My new easement offer. 1. Included everything offered by the old easement offer. 2. I changed that line, mow the lawn, to get the property to HOA standards and keep it there, since that was now in the HOA. I would cost them about $500 per month instead of $35. This amount would increase with inflation. The previous contract didn't include that bit. When canceled, for whatever reason, the HOA would have to pay me a cancellation fee of around $7,500.
My God.
The contract automatically terminated 30 days after. 1. Any disciplinary action was taken against me, my tenant, or the property. Any complaints that were levied by the HOA against my property. Any legal action was taken against the property or anyone in the HOA. 6. That lawyer who had offered to negotiate surrender would be allowed to mediate any disputes between us at HOA's expense, and that the HOA would pay all my legal fees if any legal action was taken against me. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Did they sign this?
Absolutely destroyed. I deliberately left some insane things in there so that I could appear to concede some points or be negotiated down when the HOA got indignant about the points I actually cared about.
Nice.
The lawyer didn't look happy. He said that my proposal sounded unfair, but he'd have the HOA president look at them. I reminded him that in 8 days I'd be setting a group of men armed with sledgehammers and anger management issues loose on whatever of theirs was still on my property. That evening, I got an irate call from the HOA president. He told me that he was never going to sign the new contract. I said, okay. He then told me I was charging too much per month and that it should be the same rate as the previous contract. I pointed out that when I signed the previous contract, the area was under development and there was at least one other road leading in and out, but now there was only mine. And besides, mine is now developed with everything that I needed. He told me that I was forcing them to sign a document they didn't want to sign. I told him that he was free to not sign it. He whined about everything he could think of, and then eventually told me I'd be hearing from his lawyer. The next morning, surrender lawyer called to ask if I'd be willing to come to their offices to sign the contract. I agreed. When I got there that afternoon, I learned that surrender lawyer was not a lawyer, but a paralegal. Oh God, okay. I'm good. He handed me the contract and asked me to sign it. He laughed when I told him I'd have to read through it first to make sure nothing was changed, and mumbled something that sounded like I'm sure you would. I read the contract. Nothing had been changed, not a single thing. And the HOA president had signed it with the surrender paralegal signing as witness. I looked at him and said, why did he sign this? It was stupid to sign. And the paralegal looked at me and said, I started telling him that signing it would be a bad decision, but he told me I wasn't being paid to think or give legal advice and to shut up. So I shut up. I said, do you understand what he's signing here? He looks at me and nods. He said, I asked him if I should have one of the lawyers look at it before giving it to you, and he told me that we already billed enough for this and that he'd sign it to sue me after their easement was safe. Oh my god, he didn't read it. He didn't read it. Oh my god, he didn't fucking read it.
He might be the dumbest guy ever.
He's gonna sue you after he signs it. Oh my god, he didn't read it at all. Oh my god, okay. This happened about a year and a half ago. It took 6 months for the HOA to find out how screwed they were. They wanted to sue me, but their lawyers explained to them that there was no way to win. Even if the court sided with them, all they would get is the easement contract voided. And they did not think that the court would side with them. The lawyers were adamant about one thing. The HOA could not live with the HOA pays my legal fees if legal action was taken against me, since it didn't limit the people taking legal action against me to be the HOA as worded. The HOA would be forced to pay for legal fees if anyone took legal action against me. Why the fuck would you sign that? Oh my god. That is crazy. They argued that the courts would probably not enforce that since the context of the agreement was to do with the HOA, and I told them I was prepared to find that out since the HOA would definitely be the ones taking action against me if they challenged it. I eventually signed an addendum to the contract that said the neighbor HOA president, would personally pay all my legal fees unless he held no position at all in the HOA, and that the HOA would pay all legal fees if the HOA took legal action against me. He resigned from the HOA at the end of that meeting. I politely told him in front of everyone that he should not sign documents unless he understands what he is signing. He didn't look pleased.
Bet.
Oh, God. All right, keeps going. God, this is like such a revenge boner right now. Yeah. I have such a giant boner, I can't keep reading. Go.
Okay, he didn't look pleased. It came out during the mediation. You cannot imagine how happy the lawyers were that their paralegal was mediating. That without the ability to control access to the HOA neighborhood through the security boom partially on my property, the HOA had become a gated community a number of years back. The HOA would be in breach of their own articles and would be dissolved. I also learned, should have been obvious to me, that all the security cameras were wired and all terminate in the guard shed. So basically, it was my way or the end of the HOA.
Oh, amazing.
The first mediation was really quite funny. My paralegal looked more than a little gloom as we assembled, and he called everyone to order. I suspected that he had been told to work against me, so I took the initiative. I reminded everyone there that I had agreed to let paralegal mediate, but that I had agreed to no arbitration at all. If I didn't feel like the proceedings were fair, I'd leave and they could go ahead and sue. Paralegal brightened up and things actually went quite well. I'm writing this after getting home from the latest mediation. I built a paddling pool for the neighborhood dogs. I made it myself. I dug a hole, packed it with stone, and added a concrete finish. It was my first attempt, and if I say so myself, it looked, well, terrible. The HOA called for a mediation meeting. What they do now instead of taking official action, I've declined their mediation requests in the past, in which they told me as nicely as they could that the paddling pool was an eyesore right at the entrance of the HOA. I asked them to create a list of what needed to be fixed and how it needed to be fixed to give to me at the next meeting. The list was extensive. It basically required the pool to be rebuilt from scratch. I asked them if there was any way to reduce costs on the work they needed to get it up to HOA standards, and they assured me there was not. I thanked them, pulled out a copy of the agreement where they had agreed to get the property to HOA standards, which I read, and handed it to them with the list. I told them the HOA usually preferred if these things were dealt with within 30 days. They started arguing until the mediator reminded them that they could not force me to comply without causing the easement to end. I should mention that their lawyers usually no longer attend these things. They said they would get it done. I also learned a lot about Neighborhood 00 today. 1, I found out that Neighborhood 00 sold his property about 3 months back and is apparently leaving the country for Australia. That is where I found out they're not in Australia.
I see that.
Yes. 2, I found out that HOA had successfully sued him for a crap load of money. They had lost his mismanagement as part of his vendetta against me. 3, I also learned that he had a vendetta against me. I have no idea what I did to upset him.
Probably something to do with him buying your property.
Right?
It's probably something with that.
I'm not sure if I will screw with the HOA anymore. I already think I'm so close to breaking them. The only thing stopping them from canceling the contract is the massive financial loss if they do. I guess a lot depends on how they treat me and my tenants going forward. Also, I do like the monthly payments though, so I'm motivated to play nice. TLDR.
I would just keep raking that shit in.
Yeah, might as well. HOA president gets me to join the HOA under false pretenses that get upheld in court, then finds out that he signed up literally the wrong property and has to resign after getting the HOA into an incredibly expensive situation that it cannot get rid of. Thank you, everyone. When I posted this on malicious compliance, it was because I felt like I could fly and wanted to share. Now the adrenaline is gone. I feel like I've been kicked by a donkey. I thought some people would like the story, but also thought it was too long for most. It seems I may have been very wrong. There are so many people commenting and sending messages that I cannot keep up with. Thank you all so very much.
But you were not even close to wrong, and this is the biggest legal boner I have had in so long. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm so hard. Like, what do you mean, bitch?
How did you do this, sir?
Okay, wait. This comment. Jesus fucking Christ. Shut this sub down, boys. This is the peak. After all that, this last little bit was legendary. I thanked them, pulled out a copy of the agreement where they had agreed to get the property to HOA standards, which I'd highlighted, and handed it to them with the list. So that's to say you can cheaply/poorly build other little projects on the property. Can't wait for the HOA to tell you it wasn't up to their standards, then say, great, feel free to pay for all the material and labor to fix it up. Thanks.
Amazing.
Like, oh my God.
Amazing.
I would abuse that so hard. I'd build an actual pool, bitch.
Yep.
Unless you're in the UK, in which case it's way too cold, but you know what I mean. Indoor pool. Oh my God. Build a sauna. Build a sauna. Dude, I've seen like people build saunas out of mud on YouTube. You can do that, and then they'd have to pay to fix it.
They'd have to pay to fix it.
Oh my God. This is the biggest fucking W.
I was genius for that new agreement he came up with, but that other guy was just so stupid.
I can't believe he signed that.
And then to just like write off his paralegal, like, oh, just shut up. Like, nah, bitch, like, he tried to save your ass from like severe pain and suffering. Amazing. That was
You should have just taken the dissolving of the HOA or taken some things off. Like,
yeah. Woo! There was so many chances to fix
that is
things.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, might have been the craziest.
Wait, OP responded to the comment I read. That is exactly what I intended to do.
Oh,
wait, what just happened?
I just stepped in cat food because I'm stupid. I forgot I put it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this sock away.
Yeah. No, I've been there.
Yeah, you know,
at least you weren't barefoot. At least you weren't barefoot.
Oh my God, and Kush just came running down. Yeah, baby girl, why aren't you?
Kush is like, why?
Why
stepped, Mom.
You eat this?
That's my food. You stepped in it. What the fuck, Mom?
She must have known. Like, she was all the way upstairs and then just comes running down when I scream.
She smelled it. The scent got released.
All right, y'all may hear some water. I'm gonna like rinse off my foot.
You're good.
But anyway,
You're good. I'm gonna read this comment. Okay.
Yeah.
OP responded to the, so that's what you say. So that's to say you can poorly build other little projects on the property and make them pay for it, basically. And OP said that is exactly what I intended to do. This was actually, I was actually planning on building a commercial clothing drying area, among other things.
Why?
Bruh, finding something the rules banned and putting them in a position where they could either suck it up or shoot themselves in the foot. But I'll be honest, I feel a little bad for them. The guys in the meeting today didn't really seem like bad people. And while I hate to say it, whatever their problems, they do provide for a secure neighborhood. My tenant loves it there, and the guy who screwed me over is gone. I guess it will all come down to how things go.
Yeah, like how they
OP keeps responding.
Like that in his back pocket. If they do kind of go crazy, he can easily just fuck them over. But I see what he's saying. Like, the asshole's gone, technically.
This person responded to them and said, I would say you should remain vigilant in exercising the terms of your contract. If you let anything slide, they could use that against you. This read was legendary, but an HOA isn't run by a single person. Even though that president is gone, he would have had a board of people who were in agreement with his actions. Put them in their place anytime they try something, as you've been doing. You don't want to give them any leg to stand on. And then OP says, the worst they can do is have the easement contract canceled, which hurts them far more than it hurts me. The HOA ended up suing him, so either he was acting alone or they have learned their lesson and burned him. But however it goes, I'm no longer taking anything for granted with them.
Hi, baby.
Then someone else responds, aren't you still an HOA member as a result? You'd be privy to any plans to rebuild a second entrance on the other side of the neighborhood now, for instance, so they can't outflank you with any secret products to reduce your leverage, really. Interesting. Good point. Someone responded to OP's, that is exactly what I intended to do, and said, my jaw hit the floor when I saw that they signed with that clause in there. I'm not a lawyer, but I still saw the fallout from that one a mile away. Masterful work. Yeah, seriously! And then someone else said, you are a wise and masterful king. Sorry, merciful. Sorry, wise and merciful king.
Masterful makes more sense.
Masterful is better. OP responded to that one. I'm a lucky and stubborn hard ass who just happens to be a wise and merciful king. Oh, there's more responses from OP. Someone said, you also need to weigh the fact they might dissolve if you push it, and the money they give you per month is pretty nice. True.
Yeah.
Someone else says, well, they didn't stop the guy who screwed you from doing it, did they? Plus, I have never dealt with an HOA, so take this with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure that one single guy isn't enough to make the retroactive cancellations without approval from other members. Yeah, and then OP again says that they sued him, but I don't know why she thinks this is... Or they have mama in their username. Anyway, I don't think... This isn't a good point. I don't think this is as good of a point as they think it is, because, like, yes, they sued him, but that's because he lost them money. They're suing him for damages, and because he's an easy scapegoat, not because they didn't agree with his actions. Like,
yeah.
But they said, for the most part, I agree with you. They certainly knew he had something against me for over a decade. But yeah. Yeah. But that's crazy.
Oh, that was wild.
That is amazing. That was so worth the fucking read. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow.
Indy's happy.
I'm very happy. That was amazing. Fuck.
Yeah. Got to end on that one though. My energy.
Yeah, you're good. I gotta fucking film my Thanksgiving video. Ugh.
Wait, tonight?
Yup.
Today.
Yep.
What are you doing?
You know, that's actually helped me figure that out. Actually, that's a good point. Okay, so what I'm doing... So I have part of it planned. For the first part, I'm gonna do... So before... Well, okay, so in the past, I did a Thanksgiving video where I, like, did a pie recipe. And I don't remember if it was in the same video that I think I did, like, while the pie was baking or something. Like, I did, like, a blowjob or something else during that part of... Yeah, so there was, like, it was still, like, an actual video. That's kind of what I'm planning to do again, but I'm gonna do mashed potatoes this time. Okay. But I'm not sure, because, like, they're gonna boil for a while, so, like, I can do something during that time. And I just don't know what. I'm not actually gonna do it during the time that it's boiling, because that's I don't want to fuck up them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put on a pot of boiling water in the background.
Nice.
I'm gonna do the whole, like, making the potatoes. I might have to wait for it to get dark so its continuity is better, but...
Yeah, I think that's probably a smart idea.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it won't take that much
It's gonna take, like, an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what you should actually do, though. I think chat would probably be...
You think it was separate videos? You think it was a safe for work and then a not safe for work? Okay. Whatever, I'm combining them this time. Either way, that's what my plan is, but I just don't know what to do during the middle of it.
Like, yeah.
I'm like, do I do a blowjob again? Like, do I try... It's because I'm, like, filming in the kitchen, so it's like I don't have that much room, and also I don't want to, like, put myself in danger by, like, being too near fire or anything. Or knives.
Burning situation.
Yeah, and it's not like I can do... Because, like... Because, like, my thought, or I can either do a blowjob, I can make it another JY, but I've done a lot of those recently, so I don't really want to do that again unless people really fucking want it, because they really like those, but I kind of want to actually do
I was about to
something.
say, you just did, like, a girlfriend experience.
Yeah, exactly, like, I just
did that.
I
would recommend that. That's, like, kind of what I did last year for my Thanksgiving. It was, like, a girlfriend
Yeah, so I'm thinking blowjob, because, like, I would do, like, an actual, like, fucking video, but like there's not really a good spot to do that in the kitchen, because like I'm thinking like if you're actually like fucking in the kitchen, right, like you're gonna bend over a counter, and that's not the easiest thing to film by yourself. Like it's not, because like I have a fuck machine, but like I can't make it tall enough. And then like my counters are tall as fuck, so I can't even make it kind of tall enough. I could do it on the floor, but like
IRL. Yeah, what about like a sticky dildo on the fridge?
I could do that, although I think the fridge would open.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Oh, you could open and close it. That'd be such a waste of electricity, but
that'd be so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
The fridge is also not in the filming area because I only cleaned half the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because like the kitchen's like kind of messy because I have to like I have stuff like out prepping for Thanksgiving, so I had to like scoot everything over to half the kitchen, and then half of it's super clean. I don't want to do just a strip tease. Oh, by the way, the outfit I'm wearing is just like a Virgin Killer sweater, so I'm not even wearing that many clothes the whole time anyway.
Yeah, also I could think of if you were wanting to do like the fuck machine is, yeah, you'd have to get like
I think the fridge would open.
Whatever to like stack it up.
I would literally need a box half my height, if not up to my titties.
Wait,
my counters are really tall. I have like bar height counters.
Do you have an island or counter space where you could put your torso fucking toy thing?
I would, but the counter's not clean enough. I only cleaned the back counter of the kitchen, and those counters aren't big enough.
That's what I would probably do. Because that'd be like the other place.
Yeah, I know, because that was like exactly. Because that was the other thing I was thinking, but yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of stuck. I'm like, I feel like I just have to do a blowjob video.
Yeah, which hey, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Like. Quickie, you know, while the food's cooking.
I'm just like, ugh, the sore throat I'm gonna have afterwards, bruh.
Wait, why?
Because it's so hard. Well, because like dildos are not soft, like an actual penis.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't actually ever really like more than like a minute long tease like used a dildo.
Have you ever tried to deep throat a dildo before?
Yeah, that's why I thought. That's like, oh, are you deep throating it? Because that's the only time I've had a sore throat with it.
It hurts so bad.
I prefer a real penis for that. Sorry,
it hurts so bad. I wish yeah, you're fine. I wish I had like, you know, the lambskin dildos. I need to get one of those.
I was about to say,
you know that? Have you seen that episode of Catfish?
Yes.
Yeah, she's my hero. First of all, Bow Wow. Okay. Fuck yes. Okay. The fact that people still thought she was Bow Wow after they literally fucked her. Oh my god. Legendary. Holy shit. Like, also super fucked up, but legendary as hell. Like, wow. That's insane. Also, these bitches must have been so drunk, because how would you not notice? Seriously. How would you not notice? How? Did you just, like, stick it through the underwear? Did you have like a strap on? Like I have so many questions, bro.
Right. No, same. It was such a good episode though.
It's like one of my favorite.
I think blowjob, I mean, sounds good. Sounds like the right choice. Like given the
Yeah. Oh, I'll make fake cum. Cause like that's the other thing is I haven't been able to do any cum shots. Dude, have you been able to buy any bad dragon cum?
That doesn't agree with me, so I haven't bought any. But I know they're like,
out of stock.
Out of everything. So
I'm so fucking sad. No, I went to look at stock the other day and they had one. They had a single dildo on the entire site, and their custom orders are shut down right now. I wanted to cry.
They've been shut. I checked probably like
it's been months. No, it's been months, if not a year. Like it's been for so long. I haven't been able to get fake cum in a long time, and the only way I can make fake cum is using corn syrup. So I can't put that in my pussy.
No. I
so I'm upset. It's so upsetting.
trying to think. Yeah, I'm just going with the blowjob. You know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. It has a plot anyway, so that's gonna be like more interesting. And
are you guys good with a blowjob? Chat, yes or no on the blowjob? Anyone who's like coming into this chat who doesn't know who we are and like is new here is probably so confused.
These kind of conversations are probably like what people would really want from the Provocative Thoughts podcast.
True.
Like, we should start scheduling them in sometime.
Dude, we should next episode we should do like tips and tricks. Just like talking about like shit we do to make filming easier and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still like always,
I can give
like,
you some
learning.
tips and tricks.
Yeah. No, you cannot put soap up there. No.
Bitch, don't put anything up there.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Penis only. And semen. And dildos.
Yeah, I do have a lube. It's like a high.
Not even that dumb pH pussy soap. Nah, that is a scam. That ruins your pH levels.
You don't.
Nah.
Just don't do that.
And don't put coconut oil up there either. That also ruins your pH. Sorry.
Yes.
Threw that at the mic.
People putting oil up there is like if
like
it's been
lube
for you,
only.
You're the exception. It shouldn't be working. It's really just not a good fucking idea. It's impossible. It's hard for your vagina to clean that properly.
Don't put whipped cream up there either. Like literally, if you're gonna put anything up there, like okay, because I've done pussy pops before, and I did not get any type of yeast infection or anything. So or UTI, nothing. And the only way that happened was every time I put one in, I would do it for literally 2 seconds and then get in the shower and shower for 30 fucking minutes to wash everything out with only water.
Yeah. Water's
like I got real close and personal. But like that's what you have to do cuz you need to immediately wash it off. Like
yeah, get it out.
Oh, speaking of which, boys, keep your mouths clean. If you're going to eat someone out, please, I'm begging you. That is like the easiest way to get a fucking yeast infection.
Or, vaginosis. Yeah, which is just the same thing. Your pH.
Yeah, like, bro.
That's just so gross.
Don't think you can like, don't like be eating candy. And then, like, dude, people who wear those like candy underwear, I get so concerned. I'm like, you put that on for 2 seconds and then it came off again, right? Because
yeah, it's definitely just hopefully the smart ones, like 4-8 literal picture.
Yeah. Also, don't pee in there. That's don't do that. But no, seriously, brush your teeth. Brush your tongue. Brush your fucking tongue. More importantly.
Do that, like, frequently every day anyway.
Twice a day.
Even better.
Morning and night. Even better after every meal.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't eat anything before eating someone out. Literally brush your teeth and then rinse with water. Then you're good. Because it's gross. If you want to, be polite and shit.
Yeah, we could definitely do like we should do that. Like we can do
oh yeah, and wash your hands. Wash your damn fingers. Sticky fingers. Sticky Cheeto dust fingers.
Oh my god, Alvin, I got a yeast infection in my mouth from eating a girl. I'm guessing she already had one then. The only way that can spread. Fun fact, boys, if a lady has a yeast infection, you have unprotected sex, you too can have
get it.
Pretty much asymptomatic and still spread it. Just
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely keep your nails short. Oof. Oh, and not just your nails. Get them fucking hangnails out of here, bitch. Those are worse. Those are so much worse. Those are fucking painful. You're gonna make me bleed. Like, yeah. And repeat all the washing after. Yeah, agreed. Seriously, take a shower. Something clean. Use a bidet.
Okay, well, on that very lovely note, I'm gonna go shower.
I'm gonna go get
I need
it.
Go
yeah, prepped for filming.
This.
Yeah.
We can just talk all about this sometime.
Yeah, we can do that next week.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
All right, so yeah. My next stream will be Friday. If anyone, thank you, Vincent. Aww. Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope you guys all have a really good Thanksgiving and everything.
Yeah, I'll be not doing anything, so I'll probably be on social media. I'll let you guys know. But I hope everyone has a good day.
I'm gonna be cooking all day, probably. But I'm also gonna post pictures on Fansly, so you'll
now my mother is calling. What is happening?
Why is everyone calling you? Okay,
Okay.
Just go deal with that.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
I'll text you. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
okay. So sorry. Bye.
All right. I will switch me over to hi. Hello. We will end the call. Okay. Go off headphones. All right. All right, chat. Oof, did I get a dent in my fucking... Well, I guess I'm gonna go straighten my fucking hair. What the hell? I got a dent from my ear. That's... Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Where's my headband? Fuck, I threw it. And then I put it somewhere. Where the fuck did I put it? I just had it. Am I... Where the fuck did it go? I just had it. Bitch, what in the hell? Oh my god, it's on my leg. Ah, fuck. Okay. Let me fix my hair really quick. Okay, well, I'm gonna go straighten my hair and then prep the fucking area for filming. Hopefully my camera is enough charged. And... Yeah. Alright. Wish me luck, guys. I don't know how long the video is gonna be. Yeah. I'm gonna do potato recipe. Not the whole process of making the potatoes, but just the like basic recipe with like a little short clips. And then Yep. All right. Fuck. I'm so tired. I literally filmed so much shit yesterday. Hey, Popos, you're a good baby. I love you so much. I love you so much. You're Popos. It's a baby. It's a baby. Yeah. Bless up. Thank you, dickhead. Yeah. All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving, you guys. I will see you on Friday. We're gonna do our Japanese stream. The video will be up Saturday. I will have pictures up tomorrow and also later today, as long as I fucking remember to do that. So yeah. All right. Hopefully you guys have a really good Thanksgiving. All right. All right. Thank you to everybody who hung out with us. Thank you to everybody who liked the video. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who joined. Thank you to mods. Thank you to Reddit for providing us with some killer fucking stories today. That was a good one. Yay. Oh, yay. Happy almost birthday, Ghost. All right, guys. I will see you soon. And by that, I mean tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I will see you Friday. That's Friday. And we're going to practice more Nihongo. Oh, bro. The other day, I woke up. Wait, not the other day. Saturday last week. Hold on. Quick story. Saturday, I woke up after we had done our late night Japanese stream. I woke up. I looked at the clock. And I was like, 今は10時さんです. Like, cause I literally just instantly, I don't remember what the actual time was, but I woke up and I was like, oh my God. I just remembered how to say that in Japanese without even trying. Yes, we're learning. Success. Anyway, wanted to brag about that. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Give the doggies a little snacky for the end here. Snacky? Maybe? Snacky for the mips? Hey, you leave him alone. Leave him. Leave him alone. My nose is so fucking itchy. Bubbles? Let him. She's a menace. You got it, buddy? Good job, buddy. Thanks for doing that on top of my jeans. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave. All right. I'm gonna go fucking work. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.